Here's Nate Eady.
Welcome, Lamar Tiger fans, to Nevada, Missouri for the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, Wyatt. Pregame brought to you by Eisenhower Lumber. For all your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business, go to Gulf Street in Lamar. As I mentioned, 64th meeting for the Silver Tiger game. Record stands at Lamar 26, Nevada 35, and 2 ties, dating back to 1933, Wyatt. This is the fourth one that I've got to call on the radio. First one was your junior year when they brought it back in 2018. Look for an exciting time here tonight. Both teams coming in undefeated. Coach Bishore and Coach Lundeen and I talked last week after the game, and we don't remember a time when Lamar and Nevada come in undefeated. Some of you history buffs or guys that played in the game, if that ever has happened, let us know. But as of right now, all we know is this is the first time that both teams coming in undefeated.
Yeah, Nate, this is the 4th year now that we played them in a row, and the rivalry's just now coming back. They're understanding what the meaning of this game entails in it and how important it is to this town. And I think this one will be, like you said, both teams are undefeated. It should be the closest one, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, like I say, Nevada's coming in here tonight 3-0. Week 1 win over Logan Rogersville, 52-31. Week 2 win over Hollister, 54-28. And last week beat Cassville 46-20. Head coached by Wes Beechler. Last year, Nevada Tigers finished 3-3 in the Big 8 West and an overall record of 7-5. Lost in the second game of districts to Helias, 54-22. So Coach Beechler building on something here, and Coach Bishore couldn't have enough to say good about Coach Beechler and what he's trying to do with this Nevada Tiger team. Going back to that 2018 game, I remember it was kind of a cold, muddy game maybe at home, and you guys maybe not, coming into it being your first one, it didn't seem like the hype was that good because Nevada hadn't been successful in years past going into that 2018 game. I feel like it's just been building. Your senior year, we come down here and get a win against them. But last year, game started out a little bit different. I think Nevada went up with the first score, and you could tell that they were doing some things right. Just running down the Nevada roster, they return all but one offensive line starter. this year, and they're head by junior Skylar Meshik. Hey, he was second team Big 8 All-Conference. That line, just talking to their broadcasters before the game, they're saying that line average is about 240 pounds, but Meshik is a 6 foot, hold on just a second, 6 foot, 260 pounder. So Meshik, a big kid there, playing right tackle for him, watching him warm up here down in warm-ups. So look for that offensive line to be big, and that's kind of coming into this game what everybody's expecting out of Nevada. They do run the ball well, and if you run down the scores, they're scoring a lot of points. The thing that I'm noticing is they're giving up points. Tigers coming into this game, they're scoring a lot of points as well, just not giving up very many. So hopefully that'll be a good matchup with Nevada's high-scoring offense and our stingy defense. So
Nevada's been talking about this class for the last 4 years. I know some buddies up in Nevada, or I call them buddies. They say this 2022 class, this is going to be the class where they beat Lamar, and everyone's talking about it. So, this is a big game for both towns, and I think it'll be a good one.
Sure, and the electricity in the building, you can feel it whenever we walk in here tonight. A lot of familiar faces. I like to mention, used to back in the day whenever I was younger, Lamar's sideline was on the far side on that south end. Now we're over here on the north end, right by the stands. So you got the Nevada. It's kind of has that Seneca feel where the fans are right on top of you. The bad thing is it's Nevada fans right on top of you over here. So going to be an exciting night. It's 167 degrees in the press box. I don't know what it is outside, but hot night. I was kind of thinking as the week went on that we was going to get a little bit cooler weather, but it's warmed up here and definitely hot here tonight. Going down the rest of the roster for the Nevada Tigers, junior Cade Beshore is going to be starting at quarterback. You asked just a little bit ago if that's any relation. I don't know the exact relation. I think it's a cousin to Coach Beshore and Joel Beshore. So, but he will be their starting quarterback. Junior Case Sanderson's running back. Senior Eli Cheney. He was a second team All Big 8 last year, had 1,152 yards, averaged 7.1 yards a carry and 13 touchdowns. So watch for Eli Cheney running the ball as well. Another guy that coming into the game is Avius Stedman. He moved over here from Fort Scott, and everybody, even Coach Beechler in their preseason write-up that they got. Coach Beechler couldn't have enough to say about him and how quick and fast he is, and you look on the roster, and Avius is a 5'10", 155-pound running back is what they have him listed at. He looks a lot bigger than that when you look at him on the field, but guy that the Tiger defense is definitely going to have to watch for is Stedman. Another guy, their two tight ends, Drew Beechler and Cartman Hiley, are two returning guys also. Going to be both playing tight end. So you just look at that Nevada offense across the front. They're big, strong, and then they got some athletic guys behind them. So you bring experience and some athletic guys behind them, it could make for a little bit of a nightmare for that Tiger defense to match up against. Going to the defensive side of the ball for the Nevada Tigers, junior Kenneth Johnson and Meshik will be returning defensive tackle starters. Coach Beechler actually in their write-up said that he feels like that defense is even more experienced than the offense coming back. So, and then senior Logan Marquardt, linebacker, and Eli Cheney. I think they said Cheney is out for the season. He broke his leg week 1. So Logan Marquardt, we'll see who they sub in for Cheney there at that linebacker spot. Defensive ends is going to be Sanderson. He moved he was a linebacker last year, moved him over to defensive end to get some experience on that defensive line, make them stronger up front. Beshore and Beechler are going to be the corners, and then Stedman, the Fort Scott transfer, as I guess we could call it. I don't know why. I think they just moved over here. So Stedman will be playing free safety for him. They said that they kind of sub him in and out. So a lot of the same guys. Seems like we're saying the same thing every single week. They got a lot of guys returning, but it's a lot of guys, the same names on both sides of the ball. So Tigers hopefully can wear them down here. I'd like to remind everybody that the pregame is brought to you by Eisenhower Lumber. For all your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business, go to Gulf Street in Lamar. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Excuse me. Whenever we return, we'll have the coach's pregame interview with Coach Beshore, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Here's the 101.7 KHST, My Country.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes invites you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial.
Hi, I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage. We are one of the leading mortgage lenders in the state of Missouri, giving us the capabilities to help you out, whether if you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned homeowner. Don't hesitate to contact me for your mortgage financing needs. I can be reached at 417-214-9119. I look forward to hearing from you. Nathan Mayberry, NMLS number 256722. DAS Acquisitions Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS number 227262. Equal housing lender. Additional terms and conditions apply. Toll free at 888-250-6522. For license information, go to www.usa-mortgage.com. Go Tigers.
Explore your career possibilities at Cox Health. As one of Southwest Missouri's choice employers, we keep these traditions alive by continually investing in the technology, resources, and people that make us the region's healthcare leader. If you're ready to explore the possibilities of a Cox Health career, we'd love to meet you. Life-changing careers happen here. Call 417-269-5627 or go to coxhealth.com/careers.
Do you want real pizza made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery, dine in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Talk some Lamar Tiger football with their head coach, Jared Beshore, and a good win last week, a really good win by the Lamar Tigers, 31-7 over a very good Mack County team, Coach. And right from the start, I felt like you guys were dominant and the better team on the field.
Well, when we came out on the field, we knew that they were going to have some size. They were going to be physical, and they were going to try to have a downhill run game like they've had the past few weeks. And, Mack County's big and strong. They probably average about 270 across the board on both lines. And, they got physical backs. They got a really smart, athletic quarterback. So we knew it was going to be a big challenge. Our guys came to play. We played physical. We played fast, and we got the job done.
We've talked all year, Coach, about this line being athletic, but not the size that Lamar is used to having. Were you pleased with the way they stepped up to the challenge, being outweighed, some cases 40, 50 pounds a man or more?
Yeah, and that's the thing is these guys they're used to that. I think that they've always been smaller offensive and defensive linemen, coming up. And even in practice, our scout team defensive line is quite a bit bigger than our offensive line. So they're seeing those types of matchups on a daily basis. And, it really just comes down to their heart, their toughness, and their strength levels. And I think that they've done a really good job of being able to use their body and be physical and outwork the guy in front of them, even if they are bigger and maybe, is stronger in certain areas, maybe in the weight room. But, these guys work their tails off and they have a really high level of physicality and they're athletic, like you said. So they find a way to get it done. And, it's going to be like that all year long because we're probably going to be outside a lot of times when we line up on Friday night.
Yeah, the bunch of program kids that kind of represents what Lamar football's been the last 10, 12 years.
Absolutely. They've come up through the ranks. They've waited their turn. Right now we have 4 seniors starting on the offensive line. 2 of them didn't even step on the varsity field last year, much less become a guy that we thought would be able to step up and start for us. And so these guys that we have up front have waited their turn. This is their time to shine, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, you can always tell there's a fat guy hosting the show because we talk a lot about offensive linemen, but they never get the credit they deserve. We're visiting with Jared Beshore here on Coach's Corner, ESPN 100.7. Defensively, as you said, I thought Matt County's offense was pretty good. They'd put up some points in their first 2 games, and I thought they would be able to score and move the ball a little bit on you, but your defense really played well. Who really stood out for you on that side of the ball?
I thought our guys in the box played really well. I thought a guy like Mike Mills in the middle played extremely well. He's a big physical kid that this is the first time any team in the Big 8's seen him. First time Lamar people have seen him. He's a big, strong kid that is tough to handle in the middle. I thought our defensive ends and Trace Wilhite and Tyson Williams played extremely well. Just doing their job. Defensive end in our defense is not a glorious position all the time. Sometimes it's a get blocked in a certain way so that you can spring the linebackers free. And, those guys are selfless and they do their job extremely well. And our linebacking corps was able to shoot the gaps and make plays and be in the right fit when they're supposed to be. A guy like Tyler Nance, who's a sophomore for us, has stepped up big time for us this year. Cam Sturgill, a first-time starter as a junior, played really well. And Matthew Nance, who's the older brother of Kyler, is a senior leader for us, and he played well too. So I thought our guys in the box played extremely well against as we've said, really big, really physical Matt County offense. And it turned out well for us. But those guys in the middle really played well, I thought, Friday night.
Well, tonight, the Silver Tiger game, Nevada and Lamar, a huge rivalry. And Nevada is one of those teams we seem like we talk about it every week. 2 years ago, I think they were 1-8, beat up. They played a lot of freshmen and sophomores. 2 years later, now those guys are juniors and seniors. They are 3-0 and rolling right now. They've blown their first 3 opponents out. As you prepare for the Tigers and the Silver Tiger tonight, what do they do that concern you?
They have you look at the scores, they have a high-powered offense. They run the ball really well. They play football in a phone booth, as Coach Scott Bailey would call it. There's 11 people there right all together. But they do it's an outstanding job by Coach Beechler of instilling that offense in that team. They take pride in it. The mesh points and timing are right on the money. And they have a really good opportunistic play-action pass game. I think that's the underrated part of their offense is, Cade Beshore back there is able to make plays just because they run the ball so well and their fakes and their meshes are so good that they'll turn around and they'll have a guy wide open downfield and they're able to hit him. So, they've got a really, really good working machine there on offensively. And their defense has always been a team that, they're going to line up the way they're going to line up, and they're going to run the football, and they're going to play physical. So it's going to be a tough matchup for us. It's going to be a fun matchup for us. It's kind of cool that both of us are coming into this game 3-0, and I don't know if a Silver Tiger game has ever been played with Lamar and Nevada both being undefeated going into the game. So it's going to be a fun game for both communities. A lot of pride on the line, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, both teams undefeated, and both starting quarterbacks' last name is Beshore. That's probably never happened before either.
No, I wouldn't assume that it's ever happened before. There ain't too many Beshores running around.
Do you feel like when you prepare your team in this conference each week that you catch yourself saying the same exact thing over and over? Because if I go back and play the clip and I ask you about Matt County last week, you talk about big physical run game, good defense. Is that just kind of the theme here in 2021 in the Big 8?
I mean, it's the theme every year in the Big 8. As you know, it's just a bunch of kind of small, very tradition-rich communities that have had their football programs built on tough-nosed football. I think you can go back to any Big 8 perennial program, and during their time of success, they were a tough-nosed physical football team, and that's what people rely on. Obviously that there's There's some stages of it where we like to open it up and be a little bit more modern, I guess you could say, offensively and defensively. But that kind of football works around here, and I would say that you can go to each of their resumes, and once you get out of the area, other teams have a tough time handling that brand of football. Just ask Webb City and all those guys too. This is a special place for football, I think, in Southwest Missouri. That tough-nosed mentality has not left this area, and I hope that it continues for a very long time because it just works. I mean, that's a brand of football that is tough to get kids to buy into, but when they do, you can be extremely successful.
Absolutely agree 100%. And heading into a big game like this, rivalry, both teams 3-0, we haven't talked much about special teams, kicking game, coverage game. How is that unit played, and how big will they be for you tonight?
We've had our ups and downs special teams wise this year. I think that we play a lot of our younger guys and JV guys on special teams due to the fact that we do have a lot of kids that play two ways and those types of things. But we have a good group of juniors and sophomores that are working, and maybe on some other teams they might be varsity level type players, but they're back, they're working, they're waiting their turn, and we like to give those guys their opportunities on special teams. The last few weeks I thought our kickoff unit and kickoff return units have gotten better. I thought we've improved. We haven't made really any big time mistakes in our return games. That's always a concern. Whether we're dropping a ball or we're not fielding it properly, and you get a turnover just on a silly mistake. But I think we've done a good job of minimizing those. Probably the biggest thing we need to work on is our PAT field goal unit. We've got a new tripod, as Coach Bailey always used to call it, in the operation, snapper, holder, kicker this year. And it's a group of younger guys, and they're learning, they're getting better each and every week. And I think it's just a thing where they're trying to just get adapted to that Friday night atmosphere. So I'm looking for those guys to get better. But overall, I've been very pleased, and by the end of the year, we're gonna be where we want to be with that unit.
Yeah, being a young guy in high school and kicking in practice is a little bit different than 4,000 people in a packed stadium staring at you.
Absolutely,
sure that's a big adjustment.
Absolutely.
Lamar head coach Jared Beshore, coach, as always, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you, sir.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Hey DQ fans, is there any better way to bring people together this season than delicious Blizzard treats from DQ? With the new Fall Blizzard treat menu, there's a little something for everyone and a lot of fall flavor in every treat. With flavors like new pecan pie, returning pumpkin pie, Reese's Pieces cookie dough, sea salt toffee fudge, Oreo mocha fudge, choco dip strawberry, and Royal Ultimate Choco Brownie. This may just be the greatest Fall Blizzard treat lineup ever. Only way to find out is to try it for yourself at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
"73 degrees and I'm loving it."
71 degrees, please.
When it comes to keeping your home cool this summer, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with a new Rheem AC system that'll keep you cool, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort this summer.
72 degrees and I'm good to go.
Get professional service on all brands of equipment from Jones Plumbing, Heat and Air in Lamar, your local Rheem contractor. Call them today at 417-682-2780.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri for the 64th meeting for the Silver Tiger game between the Lamar Tigers and the Nevada Tigers. Join with me now is Wyatt Hall. Wyatt, just going over this Eisenhower pregame. That was the coach's interview brought to you by American Family Insurance. I'm going to let you flip over to the keys of the game brought to you by Lamar Bank and Trust. Let's have your keys, Wyatt.
Alrighty. For the what side are we going first? Defense.
That'll work. Have at it, brother.
All right, for the first key of the game is win the turnover battle. You know, this is not one of those games, Nate, that you can just keep tossing up turnovers or fumbling the ball and win it. You know, this is actually a really competitive game, and if we make those mistakes, it's not going to look good for us.
Sure. And a rivalry game, and there's a trophy on the line. So
yeah, there's
that momentum swing of a turnover is huge.
Yep. The second one is bend, don't break. You know, we've been doing this the whole season, and we've been doing it, but, you know, we've played some good teams. You know, Reed Springs was good, but I don't know if we played a team this good yet. So, you know, we've been getting those goal line stops, so it'll be a real test today if we can still get those stops on the goal line.
Sure. And we was talking about on the break going over the scoring battle. Tigers have outscored opponents 131-20 coming into this game, and Nevada's 152-71. So
that's a little different.
Yeah.
I mean,
so their defense is giving up some points. So
yeah.
Go ahead with your third one. Go ahead.
I put force to pass because, you know, they're really good at running the ball with this team, and then they'll make that big play on the pass, you know. So they'll do that play action, and then out of nowhere they're scoring a touchdown on a pass when they're known to running it. But, you know, if you stop the run game, then they have to go to pass, and you'll know when it's coming.
Sure. And with Austin Wilkerson back there, you gave me that stat in week 1, how he's honing in on Coach Bishore's interception battles or record. So I like that. Force the pass.
Yep.
I like it.
And then turning over to the offensive side of the ball. Finish blocks. And what I mean by this, we usually say go for the big play, you know, make the big play. And we're usually talking about the running backs. But here when I say finish blocks, you know, there's usually that one guy that's lead blocking 30 yards down the field. When that guy's running, you know, if he makes one more block, then it's a 30-yard touchdown. I'm talking about those big blocks, you know. And then field position. You know, ideally we want to score the ball every single time we touch it. And a lot of times we do, but, you know, we can't be backed up on our own 20 and punting the ball off. You know, we have to at least get to the 50 every time and don't give them any good field position.
Helps out our defense with their so-called high-powered offense, right. I like that. That's awesome.
And then my last one is keep improving. You know, we haven't really, besides the first week and a little bit of the second week, the flags, we really have, this offense has been flawless. Mm-hmm. You know, and every week we seem to get better.
Sure.
And Jared's been getting better every week with play calling, you know, pulling stuff out of the bag. Mm-hmm. So I think all we have to do is don't backtrack. This is not a week you want to backtrack. Sure. We want to keep going forward and just keep getting better.
Sure.
And then I have one more key for the game for the whole team. I think each and every player need to find out why they're playing in this game. Like, what's the key? What's the purpose of this game? They need to find their drive, because to each and one of those players, it's going to mean a different thing.
Sure.
You know, some are going to say, oh, it's the rivalry, or it's going to, you know, they're 30 miles that way. I know everyone on that team. Some are going to say, well, I need to play this for the town. You know, this is dated back since 1930s.
Yep.
So, you know, everyone needs to find their drive, because this game is probably the closest thing they're going to find to a playoff game before the playoffs.
Sure. I like it. You know, when you put a trophy on the line, there's something at stake.
Yeah.
And I like that. Find something to play for. That's something whenever I was playing, every game I found the motivation
Yep.
myself. And you get 11 guys like that are motivated for something, and they don't all have to be the same goal.
No.
But you got guys on this team that, while they may not got to participate in it, they were freshmen the first. These seniors were freshmen the first year they brought this back, so probably didn't get in on that game. Maybe a little bit their sophomore year, and then last year at home. Guys like Trace Wilhite, Mason Gastel, they got to feel some of that energy. And that game last year, like I said in the opening of this, that game last year, you could tell the rivalry was back because they struck first, and then it was a little bit of back and forth before the Lamar Tigers pulled away. But I like that. The motivation, kids you got an uncle or a dad or a grandpa or, you know, going back to the 30s, there could be a great-grandpa out there, that played in this thing. And so, and flip side of the coin, the team over there in maroon and gray, they got the same thing going on. They got dads and uncles and grandpas that played in this, and they got grandmas that were in cheerleading or in the band.
This isn't just a big game for Lamar. It's a big game for Nevada. Sure. It's both ways here.
And that's what you want out of a rivalry game. Talking to Coach Beshore and Coach Lundeen last week after the game, that's what you want. You want these trophy games you want that rivalry to be back. And I don't think in this going on 4 years, I don't think that the stakes have been this high. You can feel the electricity in this. It's definitely more full than it was your senior year when we come here. Just going to be a fun night. So I like that. Keys to the Game brought to you by Lamar Bank and Trust. This is the Eisenhower pregame show. We will take another 3-minute break. 3-minute break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC. Going across town or across the country, the Lamar Travel Plaza 66 has what you need. The convenience store has plenty of food and drinks to stock up for the game or the road trip. When you need fuel, get one of the best-selling fuels with Phillips 66. There's an ATM to fill your pocket and great hot and ready food in the deli, plus Hunt Brothers Pizza to keep you going. Lamar Travel Plaza Phillips 66 also has a stock trucker store, propane bottles, a public fax, and copier. The Lamar Travel Plaza, Phillips 66, Highway 160 and I-49, Lamar, Missouri.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season. McDonald's of Lamar is now under new owners. Shane and Kara Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers.
Made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery. Dine in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855. At Runyon CPA, they're not just your ordinary CPA firm. They're your partners in success. Being a tax CPA isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about going beyond what you expect. At Runyon CPA, they personally handle each client, treating you with honesty and respect. They will provide you with all the options so you can decide how to move forward in growing and managing your farm or small business. Check them out at runyoncpa.com or facebook.com/runyoncpa. Call or text to secure your tax appointment for this coming season right now, 417-682-1592.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri for the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Joined now with me, Nate Eady. Here's Wyatt Hall. Wyatt, we got about 6.5 minutes to kick off. Nevada just took the field and this place erupted, so definitely a lot of Nevada Tiger fans here tonight, and they're feeling that heat like we talked about in your keys to the game.
Yeah, earlier in this week and the week before, my dad was talking to me about this game, and all those that from his class were talking to me and saying how important this game is, and you guys don't even know what it's like to be in this game and stuff like that. So the fans are almost just as pumped up as the players are.
Sure.
This means a lot to both teams here tonight.
Sure. Well, this 21 Lamar Tiger football team knows what it feels like because they've got a taste of it. I did notice, just like every week, Lamar Tigers took the warm-ups first long before Nevada got out here. So Coach Beshore is going to have these guys prepared. And like I say, you go back to that scoring on the season, that Tiger defense is a big key to this thing. I'm with you. Both teams have played. I feel like the Big 8 East is a little bit maybe a weaker side of the Big 8.
Yeah.
Both teams playing Big 8. They got 2 Big 8 East games, and then last week won their first Big 8 West game. Okay. So they, like I say, this Tiger defense for me is going to be an equalizer. You got the Stedman kid that's coming over from Fort Scott. He's never been involved in anything like this, but we'll see what kind of a playmaker he is here. Captains for the Lamar Tigers going to be number 73, Tucker Torbeck. Number 56, Stetson Wiss.
Jake.
Number 61,
Jake Polodna.
Oh, I'm looking at Matt County's from last week. Good grief. I'll just say it up front. The programs here are little bitty. And I just turned 38 this week, so my eyesight just got weaker as I hone in on 40 years old. But, yes, 61, Jake Polodna, thank you. And then number 68, Lane Duncan. Lane out this week, got his arm in a sling there.
Broke his collarbone, I think.
Yeah, got a broken collarbone last week in the game against Matt County. Lane, a guy that one of them kind of anchors on that defensive line, playing next to Big Mike, so he'll surely be missed here tonight. But we seen last week, Coach Beshore and I talked about, there was all kinds of people coming onto the field. Stetson Wiss even got in there at nose tackle. So that defensive line, they're going to pick Lane up. I think they said 6 to 8 weeks maybe. So hopefully, Tigers keep the season going, and Lane gets to come back and play some football. That's what we're praying for.
Just going back to when you said Coach Beshore will have these guys ready, he wasn't my coach ever, but I know with a week like this, a Mount Vernon week, a Nevada week, or any playoff week, it's just different in football practice that whole week. The little things are going to make them a little more mad. You got to get everything perfect. So, they've been just waiting and dying to play this game because they want this week to be over in practice. They want to move on to the next week. So they're dying and ready to play.
Sure. And we was going back, you had talked about that Reeds game and your momentum deal with the turnover battle for the defense being a key here tonight. That game, there was some built-up tension at the start of that game.
Yeah, there was.
And the Tigers on that first drive put the ball on the ground a few times. So we were fortunate enough. We kept the momentum because we recovered the football, but if Reeds recovers one of those, you don't know where that momentum goes. That's something you definitely don't want to do here tonight. So your keys to the game were spot on. Looks like captains for Nevada is going to be number 74, Lucas Higgins.
I think that's 56 down there.
Get number 56, Blake Woods. Number 34, Logan Markwart. And 68, looks like Logan Smith. So, showing off some of their offensive line guys there. If you're watching the live stream, Blaine's got that beautiful shot down there on the field. Again, Like to mention that the high school is running the live stream. That thing, there hasn't been enough good said about that. I know everybody enjoys that. Got Michael Moyer back this week from the hunting trip, and he's running the production for us. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Erno Miller on the camera up here in the booth. Like I said, Blaine Shaw down on the field. So, what's that? Yeah. So, oh, yes, no clock tonight. Sorry. The technology that we have to plug into the game clock is not available here at Nevada. They run it off of a different system. It wasn't compatible. So we will have the scoreboard for you, but no game clock tonight. It was a nice luxury we got to experience last week. So it looks like Lamar's going to take the football first, and we're going to be just about underway here, Wyatt. About a minute and a half to kick off. This has been the Eisenhower pregame show for all your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business. Go to Gulf Street and Lamar. Run down the list of video sponsors real quick. Without them, the live stream would not be possible, so we thank them. McDonald's and Lamar, Vision Solutions, Community National Bank and Trust, Jones Plumbing, Redneck Outdoors, Seed and Farm Supply, Mother Tucker's Pizza, Runyon CPA, USA Mortgage, Nathan Mayberry, Shelter Insurance, Bruce Boleen, American Family Insurance, Gearheads Garage, Lamar Bank and Trust, Vintage Chaos, Parks Mechanical and Excavation. Long list, but we definitely appreciate all those sponsors doing this here. So Tigers going to take the ball here in the first half, and Wyatt going to be just about underway. Looks like Stedman going to kick off for the Nevada Tigers. Back to receive for Lamar's number 1, Ian Googie, and number 6, Terrell Davis. If you're listening on the radio or live stream, that speaker to the stadium is right here beside us, and so you're going to pick up some of that. We'll try to talk as loud as we can, hopefully not too loud and we get garbled. Hopefully it'll all work out for us. Getting the ball set here, waiting for the referees to blow the whistle. Stedman raises his hand, looks to his left and right, approaching the football, puts foot to it, high kick. Going to be fielded at the 20-yard line by Googie. He's across the 20 up to the 25, going to the Nevada sideline. Going to get across the 25 up to the 30, fumbles the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Big break there for the Lamar Tigers. Googie put that ball on the ground, but fortunate enough, went out of bounds. Boy, that could have been a momentum swing right there. You talk about the turnover battle.
Yeah, that's just right out the gate. If you lose that fumble, all that momentum is going in Nevada's way.
Sure. Ball went out of bounds about the 29.5 yard line, or 29-yard line there. Tigers will take over there, 1st and 10. Tigers break the huddle, come out shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the slots, Terrell Davis. Tailbacks are Trace Wilhite and Logan Crockett. Beshore looking over the defense, takes the snap, goes straight ahead with it. He cuts back, gets across the 35 up to the 32-yard line and going to be brought down. A little bit of a vision block here for us with these posts. And I'm going to have to look out both sides here, try to get it figured out. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the carry there for Beshore. Bring up a 2nd and 7 now from the Tigers' 31-yard line. Tigers taking their time getting the call in here. I don't have a play clock. Do you see it, Wyatt?
It's right over there.
Okay, watch that for me if you can. Shotgun formation again. 2 receivers to the right this time, 1 to the left. Gasto at the far side at the receiver spot. Snap to Beshore, hands off to Wilhite. He's across the 35. Runs ahead to the 37 and going to be brought down there but near the Nevada sideline. Nice little run there by Trace Wilhite. Pickup of about maybe 4 on the play there. Yep, bring up a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 for the Tigers, 10:44 left. Tigers taking their time again. This is a little bit different look for the Tigers. They're usually a little quicker with that play call. Coach Beshore filling out this Nevada defense. Going to go 2 receivers to the left this time. 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Wilkerson into the game at tailback. Googie motion to the left. Beshore goes up the middle again with it. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the Lamar Tigers, but I don't think he got past the sticks. Wyatt,
it's close.
Maybe a gain of a yard there. This press box is a little bit lower to the ground too than we're used to at home, so you don't get that aerial of where the ball is actually marked. Now the referee's going to stop the clock and probably going to measure this one maybe. Yep, they're going to take a measurement here. We'll stay right here, Wyatt. Tiger offense just kind of playing it vanilla here. Got
after that, those 3 plays, you can't panic right now.
No.
You can't just, think that you can't run the ball. You just got to keep going and doing your thing.
Coach Beshore kind of feeling it out all ways there on those first 3 plays, just going up the middle once, tried to get outside one time, and then Trace off tackle.
Yep.
So Tiger's going to be actually just about a half a foot short there. Put him in a 4th and 1.
We'll see if Jared passes here.
I doubt it. They're moving it now, going to remeasure it at the hashes.
Geez, that's about a centimeter away.
Yeah, if you are going to go for it, I think I just get under center and nudge it here, but see what the Tigers do. There doesn't look like they brought on the punt personnel, but Tyson Williams checking in at tight end, so they're going to go a little heavy package. Big Mike onto the field now at the fullback spot. Tigers break the huddle. 9:58 left in the first quarter, 4th and 1. Straight ahead with Big Mike. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage. He's drove back. Doesn't look like he got it. See where they spot him, Wyatt. And he is going to be short. It'll be a turnover on downs, I think. They might measure it again. Nope, they're not going to measure. They're going to say Nevada football. Boy, straight ahead with Big Mike and that Nevada Tiger defensive line. We talked about it in the pregame. Their senior laden up there with Mishik, and they got a good push and just hitting Big Mike before he ever got to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I also think Nevada sent every single one of their players in the A and B
If you
gap.
run a sweep there, you might go to the house.
But, nothing wrong with that call. It doesn't matter if they send their whole team. We should still get a yard.
1st and 10 from the Tiger 39. Motion to the left, snap to the quarterback. He's going to go straight ahead with it. He's going to be hit just past the 40-yard line and drove back. Maybe a gain of 2 there on the play. Cade Sanderson, the carry.
Yeah, I think Carson Sturgill came from the backside and helped out too.
Just a gain of 2 on the play there. Want to get that one?
Yeah.
2nd and 8 from the Tiger 37 now. 9:26 left in the first quarter. Scoreless here. Shotgun formation again. Kind of a broken shotgun formation for the Nevada Tigers. Motion to the left. Snap to him. Goes straight ahead with Sanderson again. He's going to get past the line of scrimmage up to the 35-yard line. Going to be brought down right there at the 35. Gain of 2 on the play there for Sanderson. Nevada kind of doing the same thing that Lamar did, just feeling them out. 2 plays right up the middle with Sanderson, and have picked up 5 yards total on it. Bring up a 3rd and 5 now from the Tiger 35, Lamar Tiger 35. You got to catch me when I say that. 2 Tigers here, so. Shotgun formation now, split wide receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Snap to Beshore. He's going to look to throw, out route, and it's going to be wide, incomplete. Good job there. Looked like Beshore. The Beshore quarterback for the Nevada Tigers, if it doesn't get any more confusion. Just trying to run an out route, and Beshore just throws it wide.
It kind of looked like the receiver did like an out route curl. And
definitely some miscommunication.
Something.
4th and 6 now from the Lamar Tiger 35. Back to their broken shotgun formation. They stack them tight in there. Snap to Beshore, hands off it to the outside to Sanderson. He's going to be hit and nowhere to go. Brought down at maybe the 34-yard line, maybe a gain of a yard, but that'll be a turnover on downs. It's a USA Mortgage defensive stop. Call Nathan Mayberry for all your mortgage needs, 417-214-9119. Good job there by the Lamar Tiger defense, that bend but don't break, Wyatt.
And that was quick, too.
I didn't feel like Nevada did anything special. Even on that out route, looked like they had it covered. The post kind of blocked me over here where the ball was going, but
the funny thing is we were talking about both these offenses, going into this game, high scoring both teams, and then both defenses hold up the very first drive.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Lamar Tigers from their own 34. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left. Motion to the right. Hands off to Terrell Davis around the right, and it's blocked up good. He's across the 40, up to the 45, to the 50. Given pursuit now, cuts back at the 40. Going to be brought down at the 35 in Nevada territory. Good run there, good patient run by Terrell Davis. Let his block set up. Got a nice little cut back there at the Nevada 40 and picked up another 5. Another 7 there. Brought down at the 32 is what they're going to say. 32-yard line for the Nevada Tigers territory. 1st and 10. That's a Stevens Automotive first down. Tigers keep your drive going like Stevens Automotive keeps your car rolling. Shotgun formation for the Tigers again. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wilkerson in at the wing now. Beshore looking over the defense. Snap to Beshore. He hands off around the left side. Reverse to the right to Terrell Davis. Cuts back at the 30. Going to lunge ahead to the 28 maybe. Gain of 4 there on the play for Terrell Davis. Good run there by Terrell. 7:50 left here in the game. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now for the Lamar Tigers.
You know, one of the things I didn't talk about in the pregame show was, you know, we can't just rely on Joel Beshore, you know, Trace Wilhite and Logan Crockett. The other guys are going to have to step up and make big plays.
Trace Wilhite checks back into the game at the wing for Wilkerson. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Snap to Beshore. He's looking to throw right down the middle. Caught at the 15 by Trace Wilhite, but he drops the ball. See if they're going to call that a fumble. I don't think he had possession, Wilhite.
No.
Wyatt. Yeah, the back judge says incomplete. It did hit him in the hands, but he never got it tucked away, and the ball was just jarred loose. Well, that was wide there down to the 15. Good ball by Joel Beshore to Trace Wilhite. Trace just couldn't hold on to it. Going to bring up a 3rd down now, 3rd and 6 from the Nevada 28. 7:11 left here in the first quarter, scoreless. Nevada fans not having it. They felt like it was a fumble on the play. I felt like it was the right call.
Yeah, I don't think I think he was bobbling the whole time, and the ball was sticking out 3 feet in front of him. So
Googie into the game now for Davis. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap to Beshore. Around the left side with Trace Wilhite. Cuts back at the 25, driving ahead to the 20. Going to be brought down just shy of the 20-yard line, but I think that's enough for a first down, Wyatt.
Yeah, I like the call there, you know, just giving it back right after he drops the ball, you know.
Get that confidence back in him.
You know, he wanted it, and he went and got it.
Trace, a guy, you know, he don't want him to fret on that drop ball, but I'm with you. I like it too. 1st and 10 now for the Lamar Tigers from the Nevada 20. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Logan Crockett going to stack up now with Beshore in the backfield. Wilkerson into the game at the wing. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with Logan Crockett. No, Beshore's going to keep it, cuts back at the 20 and gets up to about the 17-yard line, looks like. Actually going to mark him at the 16.
With the carry for Lamar.
Nice little run there by Joel. I thought Logan Crockett had it up. He had me fooled up here. Pick up a 4 on the play for Joel Beshore. 2nd and 6 now from the Nevada 16. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Man,
Terrell Davis back in at the slot.
They're playing way off Mason Gastel.
Beshore looking him over. Snap to him. He's going to roll to the right, looking to throw. Looking somebody in the flat. It's Logan Crockett caught at the 10, driving ahead, and he gets popped out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. Nothing special there, Wyatt, but it's enough for a first down. He had Logan in the flat and just dumped it off to him there. Got him inside the 10-yard line now. Going to actually mark him at the 4. 1st and goal from the 4, 6:01 left in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Lamar Tigers putting together a nice little drive here. Lamar going to go back to that heavy package. Big Mike back in at the fullback. Going to stack them now. Beshore under center. Snap to Beshore, hands off to Wilkerson. He's picking his way through the defense, gets to the goal line. Touchdown, Lamar Tigers. Nice run there. Austin did a good job just following his blocks, staying patient, and actually I think took 2 Nevada Tigers with him into the end zone. Lamar Tigers draw first blood here in the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game.
You know, that was a really good play calling drive by Beshore. You know, he mixed it up and kept them on their toes and didn't know what was coming, and sure enough, we score.
Too many Beshores and Tigers in this game. It's enough for a Gearheads Garage touchdown. On for the Carthage Ag Service extra point is Austin Wilkerson. Snaps down, kicks up, and it is good. Lamar Tigers lead 7-0 here in the 64th meeting. The Silver Tiger game. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. Listen to 101.7 KHST.
Every patient, every time. At Vision Solutions, we take pride in providing excellent eye care. Functional and trendy frames, the best in lens technology, specialty clinics for dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, and more. We are sure to have exactly what you need at Vision Solutions.
Now that the sun is getting hotter, you need to stay cooler. Shady's Tint and Detail can help you do just that. Auto, residential, or commercial window tinting.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this game here. Lamar Tigers are up 7-0 over the Nevada Tigers in the Silver Tiger game here. Was talking on the break, Wyatt. That was a good play or good drive there for the Lamar Tigers. Had a little bit of everything. Completed some passes and a nice big long run by Terrell Davis to get Lamar into Nevada territory. On for the LBT kickoff is number 43, Austin Wilkerson. Looking over his kick team, approaching the football now. Puts the foot to it, low line drive kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by Stedman. He's going to come up to the 25, get up to the 30, and going to be drugged to the ground there at the 30-yard line. Actually mark him at the 31. Kind of a squib kick there. I don't know if Austin meant to do that, but squib kick just right down the middle.
And, I really don't mind that, No. I mean, make some weight on it, you get your guys down the field,
Sure.
And the way we've been kicking it off sometimes, you might as well just go to squib.
The Coach Lundin and I talked last week, the kick coverage team making vast improvements and did a good job of it there by putting Stedman on the ground. Looks like a water break. We'll take it with them. 30-second break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3797.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, and the Lamar Tigers are up 7-0 here. 5:26 left in the first quarter. Nevada starting their second drive from their own 31 here. 1st and 10. A little broken, stacked shotgun formation for the Nevada Tigers. Lamar Tigers did a good job on defense last time. Let's see what they do here. Snap to Beshore. He's going to go ahead, off tackle to the right with it. He's across the 30 up to the 35 and going to be brought down there by middle linebacker Kyler Nance. Maybe a gain of 6 on the play there. Nevada fans felt like the right defensive end for the Lamar Tigers jumped off sides. I think it was Trace Wilhite, but he got back before Beshore got the snap off. So no penalty on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Nevada Tigers. Back to their normal set. Stedman in at that wing spot. They haven't given it to him yet. Let's see what they do. Snap to Beshore. There it is. Gives it to Stedman up the middle. He's across the 40 up to the 45 and going to be brought down by safety. Trace Wilhite, the defensive end, actually marking down at the Nevada Tiger 47. There it was. He didn't look like he was doing much, Wyatt, but he does run hard. Broke a couple tackles past the line of scrimmage there and picked up a first down for the Nevada Tigers. Be 1st and 10 now from the Nevada 47. 4:39 left in the first quarter. Lamar Tigers up 7-0. Back to their normal set. Snap to Beshore. No, it's a botch snap. Ball's on the ground, and Nevada gets on it. Man, if Trace sees that football, it's Lamar Tigers. There was that turnover battle that you were talking about. Looked like they tried to snap it straight. It's a broke up formation. It's a little weird. They got a wing, and then Beshore in shotgun with the back beside him and a fullback in front of Beshore. It looked like it hit the fullback there and got on the ground, but Nevada fortunate enough to get back on it.
Well, I'd say that's even now since we fumbled and they fumbled. We both got on our own fumbles. So
2nd and 10 now from the Nevada 47. Snap to Beshore. He's going around the left side with Stedman. He's across the 40 up to the 45 up to the 50 and going to fall ahead just past the 50-yard line. Going to be brought down at the 48. Nevada now back into Lamar territory. Going to bring up 3rd down. Joel Beshore did a good job getting Stedman on the ground there. He doesn't look like he's running fast, Wyatt, but he's kind of a long, tall kid, takes long strides, so it's hard to tell how fast he really is running. As I mentioned, 3rd and 5 now from the Lamar 48. 3:30 left in the first quarter. Lamar Tigers up 7-0. Beshore sets him down. Snap to him. They're going to go straight ahead off tackle, and they're going to be hit hard. Big hit there. See if you can get me who hit him, Wyatt.
It's Austin Wilkerson.
Austin Wilkerson coming up from the safety spot and laying the lumber on Stedman, getting him down on the ground before he gets past the first down marker. Going to bring up a 4th and 2 now for Nevada Tigers. Stedman taking a big lick there. Early runner for Mother Tucker's hit of the game.
Absolutely.
See if the Lamar Tigers can stiffen up here and stop them from getting the 2 yards. 4th and 2 from the Lamar 45.
It's a big stop here.
Snap to Beshore, going around the left side with Stedman. He's going to be hit and drove back. Good job there. Coming off the edge was Sturgill from that outside linebacker spot, and it looked like Matthew Nance was the one that cleaned him up. Good job, Sturgill come off the edge and actually hit him before he got back to the line of scrimmage, slowed him down, didn't make the tackle, but Matthew Nance comes screaming in and got Stedman on the ground, and that's enough for another USA Mortgage defensive stop.
You know, Nate, I don't want to jinx it, but like every time we need them to get a stop, sure enough they do.
Sure. Lamar Tiger defense doing a good job of it here. We go back to the scoring totals. Lamar Tiger defense has just not given up the points that the Nevada Tigers have. Be 1st and 10 for Lamar from the Lamar 44. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Logan Crockett, reverse back to the other way. Throws it back to Beshore, looking to throw down the field to Trace Wilhite. He's wide open, going to be just overthrown. I don't know if that's on Joel. Wyatt. Trace looked like he stopped for just a second. If he keeps running, he's end zone dancing for sure. What a nice little play there, reverse, and then pitch it back to Beshore for a throw it downfield. Definitely miscommunication in the Nevada secondary. Trace was wide open, and I think he just stopped right there about the 30-yard line, Wyatt.
Yeah. Well, and I wonder if he was supposed to stop to make him bite on the run, and he just stopped too late or something. I don't know.
Regardless, it's 2nd and 10 for the Lamar Tigers from their own 44. Beshore looking them over. Motion to the right. Now a whistle and a flag on the play. It's from the far side line judge on the Nevada side. See what they call? It's going to be an encroachment on the Nevada Tigers. That's a free 5 yards for Lamar.
And Nate, are you noticing how far that DB is off Mason Gassel? You know, if we want a free 5 yards, it looks like we just need to throw a little hitch route and
throw a hitch, throw a slant, whatever.
And he might make a miss.
Sure. Then you can get him to bite, and you can go over the top on it.
But here's the deal: you don't have to run that until something else isn't working.
Just keep pounding the rock right now. 2nd and 5 from the Lamar Tiger 49. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wilkerson in at the wing now. Beshore looking him over. Motion to the right. Snap to him. Beshore going straight ahead with it. He's across the 50, dragging a guy towards the 45. Going to be spun down at the 45-yard line. Good run there by Joel Beshore. Second effort picked him up the Stevens Automotive first down. Yeah, first down for the Lamar Tigers. Good hard run there by Joel. He got contacted a few yards past the line of scrimmage about the Nevada 49 and drugged the defender to the 45.
Yeah, that was a good hard run. You know, we don't get that unless he makes that play.
Sure. Weight room definitely paying off for Joel there. Lamar Tigers going to go in a little bit different formation. Wildcat with Logan Crockett. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap to Crockett. He's going to go straight ahead with it. Tries to get outside at the 45, lunges ahead, gets past the line of scrimmage up to the 44-yard or 43-yard lines where they mark him down. Little different formation there for Coach Beshore bringing out that. We haven't seen that Wildcat formation with Logan yet. Logan, I feel like if he cuts that up maybe instead of trying to stretch it, I don't know how the blocking scheme was, but.
No, they definitely missed someone.
Yeah.
They were miscommunication. You know, Logan, I feel like Logan just made something out of nothing, really.
Yeah. Bring up a 2nd and 8 from the Nevada 43. Back to their normal set. Beshore at the quarterback. Snap to him, going to look to throw. Slant route to Riley Heckinen, complete at the 35. He's going to be hit at the 30. He's trying to drive ahead. Hold on to the football. Good call. Going to say his forward progress was stopped at the 30-yard line. Completed the pass there. What was that, 12-yard completion?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds good.
Yep. Bring them up to the Nevada 30, 1st and 10 now. That's enough for a Stevens Automotive first down. You called it, Wyatt. They're playing off those wide receivers. Just ran a simple slant to Riley and nice little pitch and catch. Crockett back in the backfield with Beshore now. Snap to him, straight ahead. Beshore being pursued by the Nevada defense, cuts back again, gets across the 30, up to the 25, going to the outside, gets up to the 22-yard line and brought down. That kid just ran about 30 yards there for a gain of 9.
You know, I think that looked just like Jared Beshore when he was in high school.
Yep. He was just setting up blocks. Nevada absolutely had that play snuffed out, nowhere to go. Beshore put his foot in the ground, goes opposite field, and gets a gain of 7 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 3 now from the Nevada 24. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Lamar Tigers up 7-0. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Clock's running. Beshore takes the snap. Hands off around the right side to Austin Wilkerson. He's trying to get outside. Breaks the tackle. Gets across the 20 up to the 15-yard line. Going to be spun down at the actually at the 14-yard line. Another good run there. 10-yard run for Austin Wilkerson. 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll stop it to reset the change, but the Lamar Tigers are coming to the sideline. That will bring an end to the first quarter. Lamar Tigers up in the Silver Tiger game here over Nevada, 7-0. Take a 1 minute break. 1 minute break and be right back. You'll listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
When the Tigers take the field, it's all good. It's football season, and everyone at Vintage Chaos wants to wish the Tigers another great season. At Vintage Chaos, you'll find everything from primitives, live edge tables, handmade items created in Missouri, collectible figurines, signs, and pillows, and items are always changing, like new arrivals like Myra bags, and even homemade Lamar Tiger signs and XL football aprons by local artists, and the perfect sign for the season. Vintage Chaos next to Dairy Queen in the Strip Center, 417-682-4770. The shop that is just full of surprises.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Lamar Tigers up 7-0 here over the Nevada Tigers at the end of the first quarter. Lamar Tigers will come out in the second quarter, 1st and 10 from the Nevada 13. Going to have to stand back here just a little bit, Wyatt, to see if I can call this play. That post has got me blocked right there.
Yeah, and it's not a small one either.
Lamar Tigers break the huddle. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Logan Crockett and Trace Wilhite at the wings. Beshore looking over the defense. Motion to the left, snap to Beshore. Penalty in the backfield, but he gives it to Terrell Davis. He's trudging for the goal line, breaks the tackle and gets into the end zone, but there's a penalty in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be an illegal shift for the Lamar Tigers. Man, we was talking about the penalty game, how we felt like they got that cleaned up, and they're just kind of shoot themselves in the foot. I didn't see anybody else in motion, but good run there by Terrell Davis. Broke a tackle at the 5-yard line and backpedaled into the end zone.
And that's a big game changer because, that's on a touchdown. That's not just on, middle of the field where you can, have a redo.
Sure. It was a nice little run, 13-yard touchdown run taken away from Terrell Davis there. We'll just back them up 5 now. Put them 1st and 15 now from the Nevada 18-yard line.
Man, I really wouldn't be surprised if something comes Mason's way.
Tiger offense looking to the sideline for the call. To Coach Jared Beshore, he gives it to him. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. One-on-one matchup with Mason out there, Wyatt, to the far left. Beshore looking over the defense, snap to him straight ahead, hands off around the left side to Trace Wilhite. He's got good blocks. He's across the 15, up to the 10, to the 5, walks into the end zone.
And that's what I was talking about with the blocking.
That was blocked. You could have drove a Mack truck through that hole. Trace didn't even get touched. I don't know if a Nevada defender got within 5 yards of him. That thing was set up, blocked well. I seen Logan Crockett come around that left edge and seal it, and then good job by the wide receivers getting the sideline sealed. Just gave Trace a beautiful lane to run through. That is a Gearheads Garage touchdown on to attempt the Carthage Ag Service extra points, Austin Wilkerson. Lamar Tigers up 13-0, 11:44 left in the first half. Beshore to hold. Snaps down, kicks up, and it is good. Lamar Tigers lead 14-0. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearheads Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one, 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. The Lamar Tigers are up 14-0 over Nevada. LBT kickoff here by Austin Wilkerson. Each Tiger football kickoff is sponsored by Lamar Bank and Trust Company. LBT and Tiger football, a winning combination. Wyatt, that penalty didn't hurt so bad.
No.
You get fired up and make a good block.
I think we ran the exact same play with a different person.
Yep. Wilkerson puts the foot to it. Low kick. Going to hit at the
bounds.
Nevada 20-yard line. Going to check up at the 20. Brings it across the 25, and the kick coverage is all over him. He's going to be just shy of the 30, brought down at the 29-yard line. Good job there by the kick coverage. That ball checked up right over by the sideline, stayed in bounds, just like you ask it to. Nevada Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 28. 11:38 left in the first half. Lamar Tigers up 14-0. Lamar Tiger defense has got off the field pretty quick here both times. See if they can do it for a third here, Wyatt. Nevada in their normal set. Snap to Beshore. He's going to look to throw. Nowhere to go. Tyson Williams got a hand on him. Big Mike giving chase. He gets a hand on him. Throws the ball. Gets it complete at the 30. Come up and hit at the 31 by Austin Wilkerson. There's penalties on the field. Holy cow. Cade Beshore was under all sorts of pressure. Tyson Williams had his hands on him. I think Big Mike got a hand on him, but throws out into the flat to his tight end. See what the penalty is. Penalty was right there where they brought him down. I'm going to see what they call. March it off 15. It's a personal foul for sure. Helmet to helmet on the Lamar Tigers. Man, you know,
that's just such a hard call.
You could have had it. You almost have a sack there. Cade Beshore does a good job getting rid of the football. Finds his tight end out in the flat. Kept him from getting the first down, but the penalty takes him all the way up to the 47. Snap to Beshore. Hands off around the left side to Stedman. He's across the 50 up to the 47 there into Lamar territory and brought down. Gain of about 5 on the play. Nevada Tigers now marching after that 15-yard penalty is big, Wyatt, because they're looking at about a 2nd and 5 from their own 36. Now they got a 2nd and 5 from the Lamar Tiger 47.
Yeah, the only thing that's working right now for them is number 2.
Sure.
Is
gotta find an answer for him.
They have 40 rushing yards, and number 2 has 35 of them.
2nd and 5 from the Lamar Tiger 47. Beshore sets him down, snap to him, hands off straight ahead. He's going to be hit at the 45-yard line and brought down there. Look like Tyson Williams and who was the other one? Sturgill on the tackle. Gets up to the 45-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 3 from the Lamar Tiger 43.
And Roque Dillon just
Dillon?
Yeah,
Baby Googe.
Baby Googe.
We'll let him be his own person, but for right now.
Yeah, I mean.
10 minutes left in the first half. Lamar Tigers up 14-0. 3rd and 3 here. Motion to the left. Snap to Beshore. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Going to be dropped there by number 43. Austin Wilkerson just blistered the tailback, number 28. Help me out here, Wyatt. Case Sanderson. Going to actually drop him for a loss of a yard on the play maybe.
And, you know, I want to give Coach Wilkes the credit there because that was a blitz. That wasn't just a, read and go. That was full on. I think they might call it jets, honestly.
Brings up 4th down. Nevada looking like they're going to punt here in Lamar territory. Back to receive the punts, number 1, Ian Googie. See if Ian Googie can field one and get electric with it. 9:20 left in the first half. Snap to him. It's a low snap. Pressure's coming. He gets it away. Googie going to field it at the 10 and take it. Cuts back at the 15. Makes a man miss. Gets across the 20 up to the 24-yard line and brought down. Nice little juke move there by Ian Googie. And
man, we got to block better than that.
Sure.
I mean, I think everyone.
We were bringing the house off the edge.
Yeah.
They were trying to get a block punt there, and it was a little bit of a low snap, but credit the Nevada punter for getting that one off. That was enough for another USA Mortgage stop. Call Nate Mayberry, 417-214-9119. Yeah, credit Coach Welk for that blitz off the edge with Austin. That was a showstopper there on third down. Austin, early leader for Mother Tucker's hit of the game with 2 hits now. 1st and 10 for the Lamar Tigers from their own 24. 9:07 left in the first half, up 14-0 over Nevada. Beshore looking over the defense, motion to the right, and flags on the play. See what we got. Delay a game on the Lamar Tigers. How did they come up with that? I didn't feel like we messed around too long.
I didn't either.
Back them up 5 yards, put them in a 1st and 15 now from their own 19-yard line.
I'll say this, though. When we do get penalties, a lot of the time we make up for it.
Sure.
We don't want them, but once we get them.
You don't have to have them all. Just get your,
Yeah.
Get 8 yards here. Get in the second manageable and go back to work. Lamar Tigers break the huddle. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. One on the left is Mason Gastel, and he's all alone. Coach Beshore changing the call now. Joel Beshore looking over the defense, calling the audible. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. It's the one-on-one pass to Mason Gastel, deep up the Lamar sideline. It's complete at the 45, across the 40, up to the 30, and he has gone to the house. Touchdown, Mason Gastel. How do you like a little 81-yard pitch and catch there?
Man, I really don't know what's
I knew it was coming. I knew it. I seen him one-on-one. I seen Coach Beshore. Oh, no, there is a penalty.
Are you kidding me?
Illegal man downfield. Oh.
That's the worst penalty you can have, too. Because that's not because you're holding, that it's just not thinking.
Maybe an offensive lineman didn't hear the play chain, the audible from Joel. There could have been anything, but you got to forget about it and go back to work because you're deep in your own territory here.
I get doing this stuff 5 years ago when we just ran the ball and, they just didn't think that we would actually call a pass. But, we've been calling passes now. We got to get it right.
Coach Beshore got Mason one-on-one on that island out there with that DB for Nevada, and he just roasted him to the house, takes an 81-yard touchdown pass off the board, and will bring 1st and 20 now from the Lamar 14-yard line. 8:52 left in the first half. Lamar Tigers up 14-0. Back to the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Beshore looking to throw again. He's going to go up top again with it. Mason Gastel giving chase, and he lays out at the 50-yard line. Man, I kind of felt like he was pushed there at about the 45. Nevada had it covered a little bit better that time, but he still got a step behind him. And it comes up incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 20 now. Going to sub Mason out of the game and Trace Wilhite. Man, that is a stinger when you take an 81-yard touchdown pass off the board. But if you're on the field, you got to go back to work. You got a 2nd and 20 here, deep in your own territory. You're up 14-0. You go in 21 here. I think you can blow this game wide open. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end in now. Snap to Beshore. Going to go straight ahead with it. And he's going to be gobbled up in the backfield. Nowhere to go. They're going to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now bring up a 3rd and 20. Excuse me. Give him a gain of a yard on the play. Back to the 15. 3rd and 19 now. Terrell Davis checking into the game. Coach Beshore giving the call from the sideline. 8:20 left here in the first half. Lamar Tigers up 14-0. Tigers taking a second here to get set. You better hurry up with it. You got 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2 receivers to the left, none to the right. Motion to the right. Beshore rolling, going to look to throw again. He throws across the middle to Austin Wilkerson. It's complete at the 30-yard line. He's across the 40, up to the 45, up to the 50, and going to be brought down just on the other side into Nevada territory at the 48. How about the patience from Joel Beshore right there, finding that backside drag route from Austin Wilkerson. That one going to be complete. What is that, Wyatt? 36 yards there into Nevada territory. That's how you get out of a hole there, but I'm going to give that one all to Joel Beshore, just having the patience, setting up and rolling on the move to find the backside drag route to Austin Wilkerson. Puts him in a 1st and 10 from the Nevada Tiger 48. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Tyson Williams in at tight end. Motion to the right with Terrell Davis. Snap to him. Hands off to Terrell Davis. Trying to find some room. Gets across the 50. And going to be upended at the 47-yard line. Give him a gain of a yard on the play there. Terrell just stretching that thing all the way to the Nevada sideline. And just not a whole lot where to go. They never got that edge sealed, Wyatt, to give him an alley to run through, so he kept trying to find room, and Nevada DB come up and laid a lick on him. I think it was number 23, J.D. Downing. Bring up 2nd and 9 now from the Nevada 47. 7 minutes left in the first half. Lamar Tigers up 14-0. Lamar Tigers, a little confusion on the call here from the sideline. Ian Googie in now at the wide out spot. One receiver left, one to the right. Sticking with the one tight end. Snap to Beshore, he's looking to throw. Taking his time, flushed out of the pocket, goes up the middle with it across the 45 up to the 40 and brought down just shy of the 40 at the 41. Big collision there in the middle of the field by a Lamar Tiger and a Nevada Tiger, both down on the field. Looks like they're both going to stay down. Good run there by Joel Beshore, putting him about a 3rd and 2 now. Have an injury timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why 4-State farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's new swing-away augers that deliver up to 22% more grain capacity, the fastest in the industry, saving precious time when you need it the most. Their full line of augers, belts, carts, and vacs gets the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Visit Seton Farm in Lamar.
Welcome back to Nevada,
Call
Missouri.
417-682-6465
meeting of the Silver Tiger
today.
game. Lamar Tigers up 14-0. 6:29 left here in the first half. Going back to that last play, Wyatt, Joel was trying to throw on that one. Pocket broke down. I said he scrambled, broke out to the outside. He just went right up the middle with it. Picked up a 6-yard gain, you say, and put him in a 3rd and 3. Joel doing a good job keeping his eyes downfield, but he's starting to feel that pressure now and being able to move. That's a sixth sense that a quarterback just has to play through.
And it's a really good thing because you don't want to force something right there. We're up 14 points, and we're about to go up. I mean, if we score on this drive, we go up 21. We don't want to risk that score.
Sure, that was Brady Phoebus for Nevada Tigers that was down. He's coming off the field under his own power now. A little bit of a limp. Ours was Tucker Torbeck. Tucker made it to the sideline just fine. They're looking him over. Hopefully get both those players back into the game. You don't want to see anybody get injured, but nature of the beast, sometimes big collisions happen. I think both of them will be all right. As I said, 3rd and 3 from the Nevada 41. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Ian Googie in at the slot. Austin Wilkerson, Trace Wilhite at the wingbacks. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with it, trying to find somewhere to go. Bounces around, gets across the line of scrimmage, nearing the 38-yard line. See if he got enough for a Stevens Automotive first down there, Wyatt.
It looks like it right now.
Nevada is just not wanting to, enough for a Stevens Automotive first down. Nevada just not giving us the middle there whenever we try to get up the middle with it. So I think I'd dial up that play back to Trace where we got the edge sealed and kind of get off tackle just a little bit. But good job there by Joel picking his way through the defense and getting the first down. 6:10 now left in the first half. 1st and 10 from the Nevada 36. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap to Beshore. Hands off around the right side to Austin Wilkerson. He's picking his way through. Gets across the 35 up to the 30. Hurdles over a guy at the 29 and brought down there on the Nevada sideline. Austin just real patient with his run, and he knows when to hit the turbo jets and puts the Lamar Tigers now in a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Trace was lead blocking there, and he didn't know the defense was actually running away from him to not let him get blocked.
Sure. Trying to string it out, but eventually you got to get upfield. Kind of like that play with Terrell where he just kind of stretched it. Got to get upfield at some point. As I mentioned, 2nd and 1 from the Nevada 28. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Motion to the left with Davis. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with it. He's across the 25 or near the 25, going to be brought down right there at the 25. That's enough for another Stevens Automotive first down. I'd like to mention that the Lamar Tigers took the ball at the first half, so they'll be kicking off in the second half. Just milk this thing down the field, and whatever you do, get some points out of it. You go into halftime 21-0, still 5 minutes left in this half, but the clock is winding and the Tigers taking their time. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 1st and 10 from the Nevada 25. Beshore looking over the defense, motion to the left with Davis. Snap to Beshore, looking to throw. He's going to throw right down the middle of the field, connects with Trace Wilhite, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lamar Tigers. 25-yard pitch and catch there from Beshore to Trace Wilhite. That was that one that Trace dropped earlier in the first quarter, just right down the middle of the field. Nice pitch and catch there. Good job by Trace looking it all the way in and getting into the end zone.
Trace needed a catch.
He did need a catch.
I mean, he needed one.
He's got a receiving and a rushing touchdown now. He's accounted for 2 touchdowns now for the Lamar Tigers. That was a Gearheads Garage touchdown, puts the Lamar Tigers up 20-0. On to attempt the Carthage Ag service, extra points, Austin Wilkerson. Snaps down, kicks up, and it is good. Lamar Tigers lead this one here 21-0. 4:42 left in the first half. Take a 30-second break and be right back. Listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season. McDonald's of Lamar is now under new owners. Shane and Kara Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri, 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Lamar Tigers up over Nevada 21-0 here. 4:42 left in the first half. On for the LBT kickoffs, number 63, Jose Juarez. I think it's the first time whenever I've announced his name I didn't say Juan.
You know, it's improvement.
That's right. Crowd trying to get on their feet here for Nevada. Juarez approaching the football, puts the foot to it, high kick. Going to be fielded at the 16. Across the 20, up to the 25, going to be hit and drilled there at the 30-yard line. A little extracurricular there on the blocking by the Nevada Tigers. On the backside, getting that block, taking a Lamar Tiger all the way to the ground. And if you look back there, it probably could have been a hold, but anyway, they get him brought down at the 29-yard line, actually. Hard to see around that post whenever they're going to the east end.
You know, a lot of times when these games are this close and, you know, there's a rivalry on the line, later in the game it gets more chippy.
Tiger defense just needs to hold here. 1st and 10 from the Nevada 29. Beshore takes the snap straight ahead. He's going to get across the 30-yard line up to about the 31. Give him a gain of 2 there on the play. I don't know who that number 22 is. Jordan Johnson. Jordan Johnson for the Nevada Tigers, number 22. They're just kind of working him up the middle until they can maybe try to break something to the outside with Stedman. 2nd and 8 now from the Nevada 31. 4:05 left in the first half. Tigers up 21-0. Snap to Beshore, rolling to the right, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He throws one up top, and it's going to be complete at the 50-yard line. Mason Gastel just fell down on the coverage there and got it complete to Cartman Hiley. Man, that Beshore kid is elusive. Backside pressure was coming again, and he looks like he was kind of throwing it away. I thought it might be a pick, but credit the tight end Hiley coming across the field and making the catch.
Yeah, that was a good pass, honestly. You know, you extended the play and made something out of nothing.
Sure. 19-yard pitch and catch completion for a first down. Be 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Nevada back to their normal set. Stedman back into the game. Motion left with him. Going to hand it to him. Good job by Matthew Nance getting it snuffed out. Hits him in the backfield, but lets him go. And Big Mike comes across and spins Stedman to the ground. Man, Matthew Nance could have had him drop for about a 3-yard loss there, but Stedman keeps his feet driving, breaks the tackle in the backfield. Gets a gain of 2 on the play up to the 47-yard line in Lamar territory. Big Mike, he cleaned that one up. He wasn't letting Stedman go there.
No, he was not.
2nd and 8 now from the Lamar 47. Beshore sets down the offensive line. Snap to him. Going to look to throw. Out route to the Nevada sideline. It's going to be broke up there by Riley Heckaden. Good job. Riley seen that one all the way. Just trying to run a long out route to the Nevada sideline. Beshore put the ball in the money, but Heckaden, all the credit to him for breaking it up. Bring up 3rd and 8 now.
Yep.
They say it's on the 53-yard line. I believe it's the 47.
You know, Nate, if we get a stop here, we still have enough time to go down and score.
Sure. Nevada back to their normal set. Beshore sets him down. Snap to him. Going to hand off around the left side to Stedman. He's going to be hit at the 45 and brought down there. Good wrap-up tackle there by number 43, Austin Wilkerson. Good job. Bring up 4th down, and it is going to be a timeout by the Lamar Tigers. Take it with them. 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Lamar Tigers up here 21-0 over the Nevada Tigers with 2:40 left in the first half. Nevada Tigers have a 4th and 5 from the Lamar 45. Actually going to be marked at the 44. See what Nevada dials up here. Wyatt, do you look for a pass? The running game hasn't been real strong all night. You got to look for one maybe over the top. They got Mason Gastel back there at safety. Beshore sets him down. Motion to left, but an early start there by the tight end. That'll back them up. Penalty is going to be on the Nevada Tigers. That'll back them up 5. False start. Tight end was definitely running a route. They were going to throw that one, Wyatt. He just got a little antsy and started a little too soon.
Yeah, right here, Nate, you got to look for a fake here, you know.
Yeah.
Right before half, you don't got much to lose.
Listen to Erno Miller over there to your right. He'll give you everything you need to know. Show and punt now. Back to receive for the Tigers is Lamar Tigers is Googie. End over end punt. Going to hit in front of him at the 15-yard line. He's going to field it at the 15. Cuts back at the 15 towards the 20-yard line. He's going to be hit and spun to the ground there by a Nevada Tiger and a penalty on the flag, or penalty on the field. Probably going to be a horse collar, yes.
Just call it some mustard on the lettuce.
Mm-hmm. Shades of Uncle Jethro.
There's a flag down at the end of the play.
See what they march it off at 15 or what they do. The penalty's actually at about the 20-yard line. Googie just got spun to the ground hard there. It was far away from us, but you could see it from here. See what they march it off. Now, Lamar Tiger offense got 2:26 to work with. 2-minute drill for the Lamar Tigers. I would almost bet that Nevada gets more help with Mason Gastel over the top.
You would think. They put 11 back on him, though.
Yep, 15-yard penalty brings him up to the Lamar 35, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Crockett and Wilkerson in the backfield. Beshore looking to throw right down the middle to Wilkerson, and he drops it at the 47-yard line.
You know, that pass was a little behind him, Nate, but, you know, if it touches your hands, you're supposed to catch it. It goes both ways there.
That's what Coach Ross used to tell us. Old Pat Ross. If it hits your hands, no matter where you're at, there's no excuse. You should have caught the football. 2nd and 10 now. From the Lamar 35, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right again. Snap to Beshore, looking to throw again. Slant route to Heckaden. It's complete at the 45. He's across the 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, up to the 30, up to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Lamar Tigers. Nice little pitch and catch there, and there is a penalty flag on the field at the 50-yard line.
You got to be kidding me.
See, he caught that at the 45. Maybe a block in the back over there or something. See what they got. Another big one taken off the board if that's the case here. blocking the back at the 49-yard line on the Lamar Tigers, and it takes a 65-yard touchdown pass off the board. Man, if we had back all the touchdowns that got pulled off by penalties, this game could be blown wide open right now. So they'll mark it off.
And you know, Nate, we're playing good enough.
Do they mark it off from the 50? Because that would
Yes.
bring them back to the 40, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to.
They're not. They're marking it at the they're marking it at the 36. Oh, 15-yard penalty would be why. 15-yard block in the back.
Yeah.
I thought that was a 10.
It's a personal foul.
Shows what I know. Be 2nd and 10 now for the Lamar Tigers. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Beshore going to look to throw again. Rolls to the right, throws up the Nevada sideline to Heckaden. Hits off of his hands, incomplete at the 45-yard line. Heckaden just tried to turn and run there before he had it hauled in, and it falls incomplete. 2:04 now left in the first half. Lamar Tigers up 21-0 over Nevada. Be 3rd and 10 from the Lamar Tiger 35. It's actually at the 36. Scoreboard says 35. It's at the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation for Beshore. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Beshore takes the snap, going to throw. Rolls to the right, looking to throw. Nowhere to go. They get their hands on him. No, Beshore coming back towards the Lamar sideline. He's going to be hit deep in the backfield and sacked for a loss all the way back to the 19-yard line. That one just broke down bad there, Wyatt. I think once you roll over there, you got to realize that the game situation here, maybe just get rid of that one and throw it out of bounds. Lamar's going to bring on the punt unit. And it'll be a timeout by the Nevada Tigers. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Ruud. So here's to reliability built into everything we do. Rely on Ruud.
Get reliable year-round comfort with a new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
Explore your career possibilities at Cox Health. As one of Southwest Missouri's choice employers, we keep these traditions alive by continually investing in the technology, resources, and people that make us the region's healthcare leader.
4th and 25 now for the Lamar Tigers. Looking to punt now. Alex Wilkerson, the freshman, going to punt this one. Snap to him. Puts the foot to it. Good high kick. Going to be fielded at the 50-yard line. He fumbles the football, and the Lamar Tigers are going to get back on it. Nope. No, they didn't. Nevada got back on it. Holy cow. I thought for sure number 21 there for the Lamar Tigers, Tyler Ansley, got on that one. Hold on the Lamar Tigers, though. Flag in the backfield.
Well, I'm glad we didn't get on it.
Yeah.
I mean, this would have been another play called back.
Yep. See what they do if they tack it on from the end of the play there. They do. Holy cow, that's a bad one, too.
Jeez.
Take them to Lamar Tiger 30-yard line.
We don't re-kick?
No, they're going to re-kick it. They're going to re-kick it. Yeah. Nevada return man was not taking his eyes off of it, but the kick coverage was coming, and at the last second took his eyes off it, bounced off his chest, and I thought Tyler Ansley got on it, but Nevada return man actually did get on it. Punt unit coming back out onto the field.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if Nevada sends everyone here.
You have to. Alex is standing in our own end zone here. Tigers trying to get a man on the field now late. 4th and 30 from their own 9. Snap to Alex. Puts his foot to it. High end over end kick, and Nevada return man's going to fair catch it this time at the 38-yard line. Nevada Tigers will take over there at the Lamar 38. Minute 25 left here, Wyatt, and the Lamar Tigers are up 21-0 in this 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Hey, coming up, join us for the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show here at the half. Got a minute 25 left here in this to play out. Tigers, another big, long touchdown pass taken off the board by penalties and shoot ourselves in the foot. Now Nevada's got it in our territory, 1st and 10. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with Sanderson. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage by Tyson Williams and drugged to the ground, maybe a gain of a yard or two there. Yeah, give him a gain of 2 on the play. Get him up to the 35. Minute 18 left in the first half. Looks like Nevada, if the scoreboard's correct, Nevada has 2 timeouts left. 2 receivers to the left now. A little different formation for Nevada. Snap to Beshore. He's going to pull it down to throw, and he's got under pressure by Trace Wilhite, and he's going to be spun to the ground there at the 45-yard line. But they say his forward progress stopped at the 43. All righty.
Whatever they say.
Sure. He hit him at the 45 and spun him back to the 47, but they mark him at the 43. 43 seconds left now on the clock, and it's still ticking. Surprised Coach Bieshler hasn't taken a timeout, maybe to take a shot or two to the end zone, but that defensive backfield with Mason Gastel, Joel Beshore, and Wilkerson back there, they can dang sure go to the house. Snap to Bieshler. He's going to look to throw. Right down the middle of the field, hits off of his hands, incomplete to Hiley. Good job there by Mason Gastel. He was within the vicinity, but stayed off of him a little bit. Hiley just dropped that one, or it'd be 1st and 10 for Nevada from the 20-yard line. Brings up 4th down now. Now 19 seconds left on the clock, Wyatt. Nevada gonna show punt here. Nevada fans not happy with the punt call by Coach Bieshler. Snap to him. End over end punt, and hits a player in the back and rolls towards the Nevada sideline. Going to go out of bounds at the 16 or 17-yard line, looks like, far side.
And, you know, we were talking about it earlier this game, before the game actually. You know, these fans are going to get into the game. Mm-hmm. You know, this is as
you heard it right there. That was enough for another defensive stop there, USA Mortgage defensive stop. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you know, these parents and fans care about this game just as much as the players do.
It looks like something from whenever I was younger. They got people on the fence here, and stands are pretty full.
And, you know, that's probably why they're on the other sideline.
Tiger's going to go under center here. Looks like Coach Beshore just going to take him to the locker room for the half, and he is. Tigers kneel on it, and they'll go to halftime. Lamar Tigers up here 21-0 in the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Just a 101.7 KHST My Country. Take a 3-minute break. 3-minute break and be right back with the Jones Plumbing and Heating halftime show. You're listening to 101.7 KHST.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
Do you want real pizza made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery. Dine in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855.
Explore your career possibilities at Cox Health. As one of Southwest Missouri's choice employers, we keep these traditions alive by continually investing in the technology, resources, and people that make us the region's healthcare leader. If you're ready to explore the possibilities of a Cox Health career, we'd love to meet you. Life-changing careers happen here. Call 417-269-5627 or go to coxhealth.com/careers.
Hi, I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage. We are one of the leading mortgage lenders in the state of Missouri, giving us the capabilities to help you out, whether if you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned homeowner. Don't hesitate to contact me for your mortgage financing needs. I can be reached at 417-214-9119. I look forward to hearing from you. Nathan Mayberry, NMLS number 256722. DAS Acquisitions Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS number 227262. Equal housing lender. Additional terms and conditions apply. Toll free at 888-250-6522. For license information, go to www.usa-mortgage.com. Go Tigers!
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one here. This is the halftime show brought to you by Jones Plumbing and Heating. Be sure to call them for all your heating and air conditioning needs. 682-2780, your local Rude dealer. Wyatt, pretty successful half there for the Lamar Tigers. You're up 21-0, so you can't complain about that. But the thing that you got to talk about here is the points that have been taken off the board. 80-some-yard strike and a 65-yard strike to Mason Gastel and Riley Heckett. And Riley's was, it was just a nice little slant route, and he did most of the work, but that was an absolute bomb at 81-yarder that got called back to Mason. And they tried to go right back to it. Nevada had it covered that time. But so if you're looking, I think we did score on that drive, though, where it got brought back on Mason.
Yeah, we're playing really physically and, we're playing with a lot of heart. We're doing everything right, just besides the mental game.
Sure.
That's what's going to keep us. Later on in the season when you're playing these better teams, and this is a really good team. This might be the best team we face, but I think they'll be better. And when we face that team, we can't have these penalties that. No. We probably had 100 yards worth of penalties on only like 4.
And that's not to take anything away from this game. Regular season games are important because it builds you for the postseason, but this is an atmosphere that you're going to have. There's people on the fence. That was an audible call, the 81-yard touchdown to Mason that got called back. That was an audible call. We got called for a man downfield, so you don't know if he just didn't hear it, but that's what you're talking about. You have to stay mentally focused and be in every single play. Forget the magnitude of the game. Forget all the people that's here and everything on the line. Again, we're talking about high school students here. So, but those things are going to get missed. The good thing is it's game 4 of the season.
Yep.
So, if you want to get it corrected, you can right here. The good news is you're up 3 touchdowns right now.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what is a real big positive is, we've had all these penalties, all these drawbacks, but sure enough, we're still up 21-0.
Sure. Going to another touchdown that got called back was a 13-yard touchdown run by Terrell Davis. Got called back on a hole and we scored right on the next play. So they went right back to work. Trace drops one down here in the first quarter. Just little things, that you can clean up. But the overall picture, you're up 21-0 at half here. Now the ball does go back to Nevada in the second half. But if you've got some Cox Hospital halftime stats for us, go ahead if you're ready.
So, yeah, Nate, we have 103 total rushing yards this game. We have 84 passing yards. We have a total of 100.
And it could be over 200.
Yeah.
So
over, yeah. And rushing also. I mean, rushing we could be up to 150.
Sure.
But we have a total of 187 total yards on offense. And just to highlight some players, Joel has 35 yards rushing on 9 carries. Trace has 26 yards rushing on 3 carries, and then Terrell has 38 rushing yards on 3 carries, and Austin has 22 yards rushing on 3 carries, and then Joel has 84 yards passing on 10 attempts, and Trace is the lone receiver besides
Austin?
No, not Austin. Logan.
Logan. Okay.
On that out route. And so Trace has 25 yards receiving and Logan has 10. And then going on the Nevada side, they have a total of 51 yards rushing, and they have 18 yards passing. And then number 2, like I said, they have 51.
Stedman, yep.
They have 51 yards rushing, and number 2 has 41.
Sure.
Of the 51.
How many carries does he got?
He has 7.
7 carries. Yeah. So I feel like the things that Nevada is wanting to do good, the Lamar Tiger defense is doing a good job of shutting down.
Yeah.
Like I say, you give up 50 yards and a half rushing. That's not too shabby. The big thing for Nevada is Cade Beshore for Nevada is getting out of that pocket. We've had our hands on him a couple times, and he's just gotten the ball downfield, finding a guy, finding a way to pick up a first down and complete a pass. So
like you said, 51 yards isn't bad, but I think that might be the most we've had in a half this whole year.
Sure.
So that's I'm really nitpicking on the little mistakes, but here's the deal: we have all these mistakes and we're still up 21 points.
Sure. They like I say, and the other highlight to Lamar's defense for me, not just holding that running game at bay. Nevada, they've put up a lot of points this year, and there's a big old goose egg over there on their side.
Yeah.
So they've got into Lamar territory, never got really close. Anytime they get into Lamar territory on the other side of the 50, seems like the defense really stiffens up and gets them shut down, makes them punt.
Yeah.
So, like I say, both sides of the ball doing a good job just offensively. Go back to focus, and limit some of those penalties. Like I say, this could be a 28-0 or 35-0 ball game right now, But if ifs and buts were candy and nuts,
that's right.
So it is what it is. It's 21-0, and I couldn't be happier. So, like I say, pretty good first half for the Lamar Tigers. Reminder, this is the Jones Plumbing and Heating Halftime Show. Be sure to call them for all your heating and air conditioning needs, 682-2780, your local Rude dealer. We'll take another 3-minute break. 3-minute break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
At Runyon CPA, they're not just your ordinary CPA firm. They're your partners in success. Being a tax CPA isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about going beyond what you expect. At Runyon CPA, they personally handle each client, treating you with honesty and respect. They will provide you with all the options so you can decide how to move forward in growing and managing your farm or small business. Check them out at runyoncpa.com or facebook.com/runyoncpa. Call or text to secure your tax appointment for this coming season right now, 417-682-1592.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3797.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
When the Tigers take the field, it's all good. It's football season, and everyone at Vintage Chaos wants to wish the Tigers another great season. At Vintage Chaos, you'll find everything from primitives, live edge tables, handmade items created in Missouri, collectible figurines, signs, and pillows, and items are always changing, like new arrivals like Myra bags, and even homemade Lamar Tiger signs and XL football aprons by local artists, and the perfect sign for the season. Vintage Chaos next to Dairy Queen in the Strip Center, 417-682-4770. The shop that is just full of surprises.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
A winning team takes dedication, motivation, and inspiration to achieve their goals. Parks Mechanical and Excavation want to wish the Tigers and all area teams great success. Parks Mechanical and Excavation takes the same approach with every customer. Services that they specialize in are plumbing, heating and air conditioning, basic and advanced septic tank systems, dump truck service, roll-off dumpster rentals, skid steer service, demolition and backflow preventer installation and
Welcome
certification.
back to Nevada, Missouri. 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Lamar Tigers up 21-0 here at halftime. Just run down some of the area scores. Carthage is up over Webb City 21-7 at halftime. Joplin is up 17-6 over Carl Junction in the second quarter. Ava and Liberty, two teams of interest for us. Ava and Liberty. Ava's up 21-18 in the second quarter. Going down through the rest of the scores, Mount Vernon and Aurora. Mount Vernon up 7-6 over Aurora at halftime. Marshfield's up 14-8 in the first quarter over Hollister. Reed Spring is up 25-21 over Springfield Catholic. That's kind of a shocker. 4-point ball game there in the second quarter for Reed Spring. Monette is up over McDonald County 14-10 in the second quarter. Seneca up 20-0 over East Newton in the second quarter. Rogersville and Cassville tied at 7 in the second quarter. And that's all I'm going to do for right now. Wyatt, my favorite part of the game. Where are we going to put Grandma Joyce? And I already know I'm putting her on the offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm an offensive liner, not for the running game, but for the passing game. If you know Grandma Joyce very well, she's a protector.
Yeah.
She's going to teach those boys, and she can hear really, really good. So she's going to pick up on those audibles. She's going to anchor that line, tell the rest of the guys what they got coming, and she's going to put down a nice pass block for Joel, and so maybe he can go up top to Mason a couple more times. So I'd like to pick on her just a little bit. I talked with Rick last week. Week 1, she forgot about the game. Week 2, she fell asleep, and then last week while I was giving her guff on the air, she fell asleep again. So hopefully week 4, Grandma Joyce has got it squared away and she's listening this week. So we'll put her on the offensive line. Always like doing that. If she's listening, Grandma, I love you.
You know, just talking about Joel some more, just adding up these stats real quick. He is 4 for 10 on passes. And, you know, that's usually not the Lamar way. You know, usually if we pass the ball, it usually connects. And, like, we did see the 80-yard connection to Mason that one play, but it got called back. But, you know, it's not very often we have under 50% in a passing when we throw more than 3 times.
The big one for me was the 3rd and long when he rolled to the Lamar side and had enough patience under pressure and found that backside drag route with Austin Wilkerson. And Austin did a good job catching it and getting us into Nevada territory across the 50, but we were in a 3rd and long there. You know, so that's something you can build on too in the passing game.
And you know, I'm obviously not picking on Joel here. You know, I think it's you know, every pass that he's made, it's been a smart pass, and he's put it where that our guy could get it or no one could get it. And we've had some drops, and he's had a lot of pressure.
Sure, lots of pressure. I go back to the one he's been putting it on a dime too. I feel like whenever he has the time to throw it. You know, the second, you know, the strike to Mason. Mason's all-state wide receiver. He'll go get whatever. I take Mason in a jump ball every single time and 9 times on Sunday. So Joel's doing a wonderful job. You know, he had one to Trace here in the second quarter down the Lamar sideline. I feel like Trace maybe gave up on it a little too soon and stopped his route, then realized, so it looked like an overthrow, but Joel put that ball where it couldn't be picked off and where only Trace could go get it. Trace just didn't keep the feet moving, and it's unfortunate. So there's another one. I think if Trace catches that one there at the Nevada 30, he goes end zone dancing as well. So, but and he does have the touchdown pass to Trace. Went back to that route, that just seam route right down the middle, and scored on that one. So, you know, like I say, if you're looking at the overall picture of this game, both sides of the ball doing a wonderful job. Just got to clean up the penalties and you know, probably a bigger score here in the second half. But you are kicking off, like I mentioned, you are kicking off to Nevada in the second half. That's right. So Coach Long always coming up. We always get a fist bump, and he's fired up for the second half, I can tell you that.
There's not many times he's not fired up, though.
I know. I like it. So, yeah, like I say, nothing really to pick on. Just clean up some penalties and blow this thing wide open in the second half. Take another 3-minute break. 3-minute break. Be back with the Jones Plumbing and Heating Halftime Show. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Specialty of Shady's. They also do auto glass repair and replacement, plus spray in bed liners. Stop in and see the new location across from Clements Plumbing and Heating on 12th Street in Lamar. Call 417-392-9200 to schedule your appointment. Stay cooler and protect your investment.
Every patient, every time. At Vision Solutions, we take pride in providing excellent eye care. Functional and trendy frames, the best in lens technology, specialty clinics for dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, and more. We are sure to have exactly what you need at Vision Solutions.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
Every patient, every time. At Vision Solutions, we take pride in providing excellent eye care. Functional and trendy frames, the best in lens technology, specialty clinics for dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, and more. We are sure to have exactly what you need at Vision Solutions.
Welcome back to the Jones Plumbing and Heating Halftime Show. 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, and the Lamar Tigers up 21-0 over Nevada here at the half. Wyatt mentioning going into the second half, and one thing, I looked down on the sideline whenever the Lamar Tigers were going to half, all the coaches picking them up, because that can sting. That can sting. You get a 81-yard touchdown pass called back and a 65-yard touchdown pass called back. That can wear on your confidence. So credit to the Lamar Tiger coaching staff for keeping these kids' heads up and keeping after them. I'd like to mention our video sponsors again here while we have time. McDonald's of Lamar, Vision Solutions, Community National Bank and Trust, Jones Plumbing, Redneck Outdoors, Seed and Farm Supply, Mother Tucker's Pizza, Runyon CPA, USA Mortgage, Nathan Mayberry, Shelter Insurance, Bruce Boleen, American Family Insurance, Gearheads Garage, Lamar Bank and Trust, Vintage Chaos, Parks Mechanical and Excavation. Again, without them, none of this would be possible. I'd like to give a shout out to Michael Moyer running this thing. He gets those scores scrolling for you there on the bottom of the screen. It's unbelievable how good this thing has been. Yeah, he says send him some scores if anybody has it. Your phone's getting ready to blow up, by the way. Yeah, that's right. At Lamar Tiger Video, okay. But, yeah, like I say, we really appreciate this, and the equipment that the school has is unbelievable. Of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Erno, running the camera up here in the booth. Blaine down on the sideline, getting those sideline shots and the instant replays for us. It's just unbelievable. Something that those guys that played way back in 1933 would have never thought possible.
Yeah. A lot of times I talk to people, just random people, and they're saying, man, this is looking like a college production.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's this guy right here, Michael Moyer. it's that guy running it. So, no, like I say, every week we like to have that. Usually what I do for this Silver Tiger game is what I like to do is bring up an alumni. Couldn't get a hold of somebody this week, first year. I'm trying to go back through and remember who all we had. I know Joey Bailey was year one. Your dad came up year two, your senior year, and your dad and I talked about that. That was kind of a bummer because you were out. So my alumni for a Silver Tiger game is going to be you.
Sweet.
So you didn't get to play in the one your senior year, but let's talk about the one your junior year. What was kind of the mentality going into that week for you guys? Did you even know about the Silver Tiger game before that?
I
mean,
did.
You had to.
Yeah, we knew stories. Really, when it really hit me is when my grandpa came up to me, Paul Tom. He came up to me and just had a 30-minute conversation about all the Silver Tigers he's played in. I'm like, man, this might be a big deal, And then going into that week, Coach Bailey's just telling stories about it, and every day was. It felt like we were playing for a state championship.
Sure.
It was a different mentality that week, and it showed the importance of this game and what it doesn't only mean to the players and the team. Like I'll reiterate, it's the town.
Sure.
This is only 30 miles apart. This is probably the closest game we have this year. It's just right over. It feels like it's right across the road, and we're here.
Sure.
So.
Going back to that game in 2018, your junior year. Pulling it up here online, that final score was 43-6 in that game. What did you guys feel like after that game? Because you come out with that was the first one back in a long time. So there was some hype to it, but you put a beating on them like that.
It felt good to get the trophy and keep it, but we didn't really think much because we were expected to beat them.
Sure.
It's not like one of these games where They say it's a toss-up, but
what was it? Was there a plastic tiger game in practice or something?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, so we might get to talk about that a little bit later. But getting ready to start this second half. That'll take it into the Jones Plumbing Heating halftime show. LBT kickoff here, brought to you by Lamar Bank and Trust. Lamar Bank and Trust is open 24/7. Online banking, mobile deposit, Tiger football, Pride debit cards. Wilkerson puts the foot to it. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. He tries to go to the Nevada side, across the 20, up to the 30-yard line, across the 35, up to the 40. Going to be brought down there.
That was by Hunter Lundeen there.
Yeah, Hunter Lundeen with the tackle. The post got me again right here. I had to look around the other side. So Tiger defense going to start this second half out here. Pretty good return there by the Nevada Tigers, all the way up to the 35-yard line. Excuse me, I said 40. First and 10 there from their own 35. Back to their normal formation. Beshore sets down the offensive line. Motion to the left, snap to him, hands off straight up the middle of Sanderson. He gets across the 40, up to the 45. He's loose. He's across the 40, up to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. And the Nevada Tigers strike here on the very first play of the second half. Looked like there was a big old gap over there on that right side, just didn't get it blocked. Austin Wilkerson, usually a good one-on-one tackler there, just couldn't get Sanderson on the ground. And, man, once he got loose, that kid has got some serious wheels. What was that from the 35?
Yeah.
65-yard touchdown run.
That's not how we wanted to start, that's for sure.
That'll bring a score. Nevada 6, Lamar Tigers 21. Nevada going to break the huddle. Looks like they're going for two here. Going to split Stedman out to the wide side of the field. Sanderson off to the other side. Beshore sets him down, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off around the left side. Trace Wilhite looking, going to pull up and throw, and it's going to be complete 2-point conversion. Just a little reverse pass there. That'll bring the score. Lamar Tigers 21, Nevada Tigers 8. We'll take a 30-second break. Be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why 4-State farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's new swing-away augers that deliver up to 22% more grain capacity, the fastest in the industry, saving precious time when you need it the most. Their full line of augers, belts, carts, and vacs gets the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Visit Seed and Farm in Lamar.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one, 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Nevada comes out first play and goes 65 yards in one play for a touchdown. You can see why they score a lot of points. That Sanderson kid, whenever he got loose, was extremely fast.
See you later.
You better wake up. There's 2 halves to football. Better wake up here. That's a wake-up call for this defense, and they'll get it corrected. Back to receive for the Tigers, Ian Googie and Terrell Davis. Nevada puts the foot to it. Going to be fielded at the 15. Drop, bounce around. Googie coming back to the 20, hit, breaks the tackle, tries to cut back at the 15. He's going to be hit, gobbled up at the 15-yard line. Flag comes in, maybe a
helmet to helmet.
Either helmet to helmet or a face mask.
Either way, we get 15.
Nevada coming out fired up in this second half. Lamar Tigers better get the smelling salts out and wake up for the second half here.
You know, that ball took the weirdest bounce right there.
It did.
I mean, I really don't blame Ian right there. You know, that ball was going right towards him and just checked up left. That was.
Sure. See what the penalty is here officially at the end, helmet to helmet. Okay, that'll be a 15-yarder from the 15, take him up to the 30. So the 15-yard penalty actually puts the Lamar Tigers in a little bit better field position here up to the 30. Would have been starting at the 15-yard line. Tigers break the huddle, going to go shotgun here. Put the tight end, Tyson Williams in, one receiver to the left, one to the right. Far wide right receivers, Ian Googie. Crockett in the backfield with Beshore. Nevada fans on their feet now. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with Logan Crockett. He's across the 35, breaks the tackle, stiff arms the guy at the 40, up to the 45, drags one to the 48-yard line. Good run there by Logan Crockett.
That was a run, Nate.
That was a hard run. Broke a tackle. And I've been waiting to see that stiff arm. Last year he was a stiff arm fool. His timing with it. On top of he's a fast, strong kid. His timing with that stiff arm, he can get it on your helmet and shove you through the earth. Stevens Automotive first down puts the Lamar Tigers at their own 48, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Straight ahead again with Logan Crockett. He's trying to get out to the right side, cross the 50, cuts back at the 45, lunges ahead towards the 40. Going to be brought down at the 41 or 42 there. See where they spot it. That's close to another first down. Actually going to mark him at the 43. Boy, take a yard off of that run. Not a very good spot there. I thought he was at least the 40, 42, maybe the 41.
I thought it was an 11-yard run, honestly.
Put Lamar Tigers in a 2nd and 1 now from the Nevada 44. Lamar Tigers up 21-8, 10:30 left in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left now. Terrell Davis into the game. Beshore looking over the defense, takes the snap. Looking, throwing out in the flat too. Terrell Davis wide open, cuts back at the 40-yard line, makes one miss, and gets up near the 37 maybe. Enough for a Stevens Automotive first down. Nice little juke move there by Terrell Davis. I like that play call. He's looking for something a little bit deeper, but he's got the safety route over there, and Terrell Davis right on the sideline enough. You just need 1 yard to get the first down. That was a, what was that, gain of 8?
I put 7,
Sure.
7 and 8.
Shotgun formation, Logan Crockett back in the backfield with Beshore. 1st and 10 now. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead. Nope, going to keep it himself. Gets out to the 35, gets up to the 30, cuts back, and going to have a little room up to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Lamar Tigers. Boy, he can get on the gas in a hurry. Lamar Tigers not taking any time there to answer. 70-yard drive capped off by a 36-yard Joel Beshore touchdown run. Answer that one with a Gearheads Garage touchdown. Lamar Tigers up now 27-8. For the Carthage Ag extra service is Austin Wilkerson. Carthage Ag extra. Let me back up. Extra point brought to you by Carthage Ag Service. There you go.
You know, I would have corrected
Snaps
you,
down.
but I don't know it.
Snaps down, kicks up, and it is good. Lamar Tigers lead 28-8 now. Take a 30-second break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one here. Tigers score on a Joel Beshore 36-yard scamper. Puts them up 28-8 now. 9:50 left in the third quarter. Lamar Bank and Trust. Kickoff now is going to be Austin Wilkerson handling it here again. Stop spending the time of your life paying bills. Use online banking at www.lbt.com. Wilkerson approaching the football. Puts the foot to it. End over end, down to the 10-yard line, going to be fielded there. He's going right up the middle of the field, across the 20, up to the 25, makes a man miss at the 30, spun to the ground at the 30, 31-yard line. Not a bad return there, a little 20-yard return there for the Nevada return man. It was number 22, Jordan Johnson. Now see if the Lamar Tiger defense can have a little better showing here. I don't think they'll leave him that wide of a lane again.
No. You know, and for the Lamar Tigers, that usually happens once every 5 weeks.
Sure. Good stat. First and 10.
It was a guess. It was an educated guess, if I'm being honest.
Beshore. He's going to hand off around the left side to Stedman. He's got room. He's across the 40, up to the 50, up to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Nevada. Did it again. Just a delayed handoff around that left side. Stedman is as advertised with the speed as well. Nevada answers right back. I guess we're going to have a track meet here in the second half, Wyatt.
You know, I don't understand it. If I'm being honest, I don't.
If you look close enough, Coach Wilkerson's head might explode.
If it hasn't already.
Right. Nevada going to go for two here again. Lamar Tigers up now 28-14 after the touchdown. They did convert the two-point conversion last time. Now split backs with him. Shotgun formation, takes a snap. Going to roll, spins out of a tackle, throws into the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted by the Lamar Tigers. Two-point conversion, no good. Tigers lead 28-14. Take a 30-second break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
When the Tigers take the field, it's all good. It's football season, and everyone at Vintage Chaos wants to wish the Tigers another great season. At Vintage Chaos, you'll find everything from primitives, live edge tables, handmade items created in Missouri, collectible figurines, signs, and pillows, and items are always changing, like new arrivals like Myra bags, and even homemade Lamar Tiger signs and XL football aprons by local artists, and the perfect sign for the season. Vintage Chaos next to Dairy Queen in the Strip Center, 417-682-4770. The shop that is just full of surprises.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one. Nevada strikes again, 70-yard touchdown that time in one play. So they got two touchdowns on two plays and a total of 135 yards. Here, I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what they put in their water at halftime, but it's working.
Yeah. Just to quote my defensive coordinator, Chris Mingarelli, missed assignments and missed alignments will get you killed every time.
Absolutely.
Going back to Mingarelli, you like that, didn't you? Michael Warrior was impressed with that one. Kicks off. It's going to be fielded at the 20 by Googie. He's up to the 25, cuts back to the Nevada sideline and be popped out of bounds. See where they mark it at. Looks about the 27.
You know, maybe we shouldn't talk up our defense this much during halftime.
Yeah.
It feels like
they'll get it fixed. They'll get it fixed. I guarantee Coach Wilkerson's going to be talking with them about it. Be 1st and 10 from their own 28. 1st and 10 from their own 28. 9:17 left. Lamar Tigers up 28-14. See what the offense has to answer here. Going to go 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wingbacks are Will Height and Crockett. And flag on the play there as the play starts. Probably going to be a false start on Lamar. Flag was on the Lamar sideline. That line judge there, he's seen something. Yep, going to be an encroachment on Nevada, actually. Be a free 5 yards there for the Lamar Tigers.
That penalty will be enforced 5 yards against Nevada.
I wonder how many penalty yards there's been in this game.
A lot.
Dynamite drop in. You're not keeping track of the penalty yards?
No.
No.
Too many to count. I can't count that high.
Bring it 1st and 5 now from the Lamar 33. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left this time. Shotgun formation. Beshore takes a snap. Delayed handoff around the right side to Crockett. He cuts back at the 35, gets up to the 40, breaks a couple tackles, and drags 6 tacklers with him out of bounds.
So I think we should give him the ball more.
Those defenders just went for a free ride for a Stevens Automotive 1st down. Tigers keep the drive going like Stevens Automotive keeps your car rolling.
Guess they missed the fare.
That's right, yeah. Free ride on 24's back for a 1st down. Be 1st and 10 now from the Lamar 43. Good run there by Logan Crockett. 8:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Lamar Tigers up 28-14, getting the play in from the sideline. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left again. Beshore looks him over, snap to him. He's going to throw it. Throws out in the flat to Terrell Davis. It's complete. He gets up to the 50-yard line. Going to be hit, spun to the ground, puts a spin move on, picks up the 1st down in Nevada territory. Boy, I thought that Nevada side judge over there, Wyatt, was going to mark it at the sticks. Holy cow. Marked it down at the 45. Otherwise, my head might have exploded. Another Stevens Automotive 1st down. Same thing we seen earlier to Terrell. He's looking for the deep route, nothing to go. Just hit your safety out there on the sideline and let him run. Safety route, that is.
And, you know, I don't think they'll cover it because they're so worried about the deep ball to Mason.
2 receivers left now, 1 to the right. Ian Googie into the game at the slot for Davis. Beshore looking him over. Whistle and, play clock was running down. Coach Beshore is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 30-second break. Be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit LBT.com to learn more.
LBT and Wyatt Hall bringing you this 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game between Nevada and Lamar. Lamar Tigers up 28-14 here, 8:02 left in the 3rd quarter. Lamar Tigers got a 1st and 10 from the Nevada 45-yard line. Going back to that last one, Lamar almost got their 2nd delay game penalty. A little slow maybe getting the call from the sideline or getting it lined up. Going to get it here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Same formation before the timeout. Googie in at the slot. Beshore takes a snap. Going to go straight ahead of himself. Gets across the 45 up to about the 43-yard line. Maybe gain of 1 or 2 there. Yep, gain of 2 on the play there by Joel Beshore. Fake the handoff to Logan Crockett around the right side, and I think if he gives it to him, Logan's going to run a ways. But Joel keeps it himself. 2-yard pickup, put him in a 2nd and 8 now.
Tucker's coming back out of the game.
Tucker Torbeck back out of the game. Be a 2nd and 8 from the Nevada 43. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're putting safety help now on Mason over the top. Motion to the left. Snap to Beshore. Delayed handoff to Logan Kish around the right side, and he's gobbled up in the backfield at the 49-yard line. So number 40 there for the Nevada Tigers was Henry Campbell. He was not fooled on the fake and just gobbled Logan Kish up in the backfield. Puts Lamar now on a 3rd and 12. Markham 3rd and 12 from the 48. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wilkerson into the game now. Beshore going to take the snap, look to throw, flushed out of the pocket, trying to run, puts his head down, gets across the 45, goes back the opposite way, delays himself, and he's going to be hit and just gobbled up at about the 45-yard line, 44-yard line. I think if Joel just turns the jets on, he outruns that backside pressure, but he stutter stepped there at about the 45 and just let that backside pressure catch up to him. Bring up a 4th down now, and the Lamar Tigers looking like they're going to punt. Lamar Tiger drive, stalls out. On to punts, Alex Wilkerson. Snaps away. Punts off. Shank punt towards the Nevada side, and it hits a Lamar Tiger at the 25-yard line. Hit number 15 there for the Lamar Tigers, Tate Ansley. Boy, if that doesn't hit him, it might roll a little bit anyway, get a few more yards out of it.
After the punt, officials indicate hydration timeout
Yep.
on the field.
Official's going to take a water break. We'll take it with them. 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Ruud. So here's to reliability built into everything we do. Rely on Ruud.
Get reliable year-round comfort with a new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one. Lamar Tigers up 28-14 over the Nevada Tigers, but Lamar Tiger drive stalls out, and they have to punt it away to Nevada. Nevada going to take over at their own 25, 1st and 10. As I mentioned, 5:58 left in the 3rd quarter. See if we can hold them from a one-play drive here. Same old formation for Nevada. Beshore sets him down, takes the snap, hands it off right up the middle. He's been hit at the line of scrimmage and no tackles there. They're just arm tackling now, and big pickup there by Nevada, maybe 8 yards on the play, 9 yards to the sticks. Was number 22, Jordan Johnson, just right up the middle. Defensive tackles kind of getting owned right there up the middle, Wyatt. You've seen Big Mike got pancaked there by the center. Got to get pressure. You got to get upfield and get off the football. Bring up a 2nd and 1 now from the Nevada 34. Snap to Beshore. Hands off around the left side to, what's his name? Stedman. Gosh dang. Stalled out there. Couldn't think of his name, but he got up to the 45-yard line and picked up a 1st down. Stedman and Sanderson, 2 guys you got to watch for the big long run. They've both done it here. Now looks like Lamar Tigers on their heels just a little bit here in the 2nd half. Got to stiffen up and get a stop. 1st and 10 from the Nevada 44. Beshore sets him down, takes a snap, hands off around the right side, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage by Rourke Dillon. Blistered right there. Good job by the sophomore, Rourke Dillon, coming in and laying a good hit on Jordan Johnson. Good job there, Rourke firing off the football and getting, we just said it, got to get off the football and get in the backfield. Put him in a 2nd and 10 now from the 44. Same formation for Nevada. Beshore sets him down. Snap to him, hands off around the left side. He gives it up to Stedman, and he hurdles a guy at the line of scrimmage, gets across the 50 up to the 49-yard line before he's brought down there. They're just not getting any push around that right side, and he has got a nice little lane to run through. Gain of 7 on the play for Stedman. Logan Crockett coming into the game now at outside linebacker. 3rd and 3 here for the Nevada Tigers. Time to answer the call for the Lamar defense. Motion to the left, snap to Beshore, hands off right up the middle to Sanderson. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and drove back. There's the push we were talking about, led by Kyler Nance and Matthew Nance, the brothers, stepping up and making a big hit there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe back him up a yard or half a yard.
I thought it was more than that, honestly.
Yep, be a 4th and 2 now for Nevada. Lamar coaching staff trying to give instruction to this defense. Be 4th and 3. Everybody getting to their feet for this 4th down play. It's a big one. Beshore sets him down. Motion left. Takes snap. Hands off around the left side. He's been hit a line of scrimmage, and he didn't get it, Wyatt. He's going to be a yard short. Good job there by the Lamar Tiger defensive line. He did get almost past the line of scrimmage. There was Stedman. And good job by the Lamar defense getting it stopped. That is a USA Mortgage defensive stop. Call Nathan Mayberry for all your mortgage needs, 417-214-9119. Finally have an answer for Stedman. And I think that answer was bringing Logan Crockett into the outside linebacker spot. They haven't been using him on defense here a lot this year, but that right side got beefed up whenever he came in.
Absolutely.
Lamar Tigers will take over at their own 47. 1st and 10, 3:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Lamar Tigers up 28-14. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Crockett in the backfield with Beshore. Trace Wilhite at the wing. Snap, and it's a bobbled snap. It's on the ground. Beshore picks it up, and he's going to hit in the backfield. Loss of about 4 yards there, Wyatt. High snap and just went over. Good job by Joel jumping up, or that ball goes way over his head. Another mistake.
Just little
here.
mistakes are, piling up, and slowly but surely they're coming back.
You got to have a short memory, especially whenever the momentum's on Nevada's side. You got to have a short memory and go to the next play here. 2nd and 13 from the Lamar Tiger 44. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap to Beshore. Pump fakes it, throws right down the middle to Trace Wilhite, and it's tipped by the safety, incomplete.
That was a risky one.
That was a risky throw. Yes, it was. They got safety help now back over the top with number 15 Bryce Budd. He's helping with that deep ball to Mason.
Honestly, Nate, I think if Joel gives it one more second, Trace will get past that safety and then he can lob it over.
Yep.
But I think that's
hard to do in the situation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The safety was shading and hiding. So
bring up a 3rd and 13 from Lamar 44. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Logan Kish and Austin Wilkerson at the wings now. Motion to the left with Terrell Davis. Snap to Beshore, looking to throw. He's under pressure, steps up in the pocket, throws on the run. Down the sideline to Logan Kish, and he catches it at the 30-yard line. Catches it falling backwards. What a heck of a catch there by Logan Kish. Good throw by Joel Beshore, under pressure on the run, and he throws a dime. That'll be a Stevens Automotive 1st down, and now Lamar into Nevada territory at the 30-yard line. Good job. Where'd Logan Kish come from? Just left him all alone out there in the backfield. I think if he can catch that run in the other, he caught it falling backwards, but credit Logan Kish for making the catch and picking up the 1st down. Shotgun formation, 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Lamar Tigers going with a right side tight end. Handoffs to Logan Crockett. He cuts up inside at the 30. Gets up to the 25, spins, and going to be hit by a bunch of Nevada Tigers, brought down at the 26, 25-yard line. Minute 50 now left in the 3rd quarter. Lamar Tigers up 28-14.
Crockett, the ball carrier.
Wyatt, with the exception of the 2 big runs,
I mean, yeah,
we got to fix that. And they finally got an answer for Stedman, and it was putting Logan Crockett in at outside linebacker over there on the other side. And now this offense has got to go back to focus and get in the end zone here. 2nd and 4 from the Nevada 25. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. Delayed handoff, hands off around the right side. Austin Wilkerson's got a big lane. He's across the 15 up to the 10, driving towards the end zone, diving for the pylon. Did he get in? See what the signal is. I can't see it. We're blocked here. I think he's going to be pushed out about the 1-yard line. Austin got hit at the 10 and was dragging guys with him, diving for the pylon. The official wasn't there. He was just standing behind him, not looking at that pylon. Looking back at that replay, I probably should never do that. Good coverage there by Blaine on the field for us. Put the Lamar Tigers first and goal from the 1 yard line. I think you got to go heavy here. They are. Mike Mills into the game. Who is 76?
That's is that not Tyson?
No. Hand off to Crockett up the middle, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Lamar Tigers. No, Tyson's 89.
Yeah, but he switches jerseys.
Oh, okay, okay.
They always bring 2 jerseys every game for him.
Yeah, so they put him in at the right tackle spot. Tucker Torbeck is back into the game. That was good enough for a Gearheads Garage touchdown. Puts the score 34-14 Lamar favor. On for the Carthage Ag service extra point, Jose Juarez.
Haven't missed an extra point today.
That's right. No. Why would you say that? Snaps down, kicks up, and it is Jose calls your bluff and knocks it right down the middle. Lamar Tigers lead 35-14. Take a 30-second break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Hi, I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage. We are one of the leading mortgage lenders in the state of Missouri, giving us the capabilities to help you out, whether if you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned homeowner. Don't hesitate to contact me for your mortgage financing needs. I can be reached at 417-214-9119. I look forward to hearing from you. Nathan Mayberry, NMLS number 256722. DAS Acquisitions Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS number 227262. Equal housing lender. Additional terms and conditions apply. Toll free at 888-250-6522. For license information, go to www.usa-mortgage.com. Go Tigers.
64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, and the Lamar Tigers lead 35-14 over Nevada. On for the LBT kickoff is Jose Juarez. Kind of a back and forth here in the third quarter, Wyatt, second half.
Hey, Nate, did Logan have that last touchdown?
Yes, 1 yard touchdown run. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Jose setting the kicker off. Approaching the football now. Puts the foot to it. High kick, hanging up. It's a little short up to the 20-yard line. He's going to go middle of the field. Cuts back, gets across the 30-yard line. Going to be brought down right there about the 31. Jordan Johnson on the return for Nevada Tigers. About a 10, 11-yard gain. Actually going to say they marked him at the 32. I just look at the scoreboard because of this pillar blocking me to the east. Rourke Dillon back in at defensive tackle. Sturgill back in at the outside linebacker spot for Crockett. Nevada back to their normal set. Tigers kind of stacking in there with them. Motion to the left, hands off up the middle. He's going to be blistered off the edge by Austin Wilkerson. I seen the blitz coming. I seen Austin creeping up to that line of scrimmage. He just got in the backfield. That's a good answer for that play, Wyatt. They're trying to delay everything over there to that left side, picking on Trace and Rourke Dillon over there, and Austin says no, sir, comes off the edge hot and lays a lick. He's got like 3 tackles now that are Mother Tucker hit of the game. I'm pretty sure he's got it locked up.
Well,
second and 11 now. Snap to Beshore. He's going to roll. He's looking to throw. Looking out in the flat, and it's going to be overthrown to Stedman, incomplete. Going to bring up a third down now. Stedman slow to get up. I think he maybe got a cramp in his calf there.
Fastball's incomplete. Kate Beshore intended for Avius.
I don't feel like we had that one covered real well, Wyatt. Stedman just came out of the backfield.
That was weird.
In the flat.
It's like they snapped it and no one moved.
Right. Austin was there. He just didn't float back. He was going to try to come up on the quarterback. Just didn't get any help over the top. But if they complete that one, Stedman might be running. 3rd and 10 now from the Nevada 32. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Lamar Tigers up 35-14. Snap to Beshore. He's looking to throw. Throws over the middle. It's going to be tipped in the middle of the field by Sturgill at the 40-yard line and going to fall incomplete. He was going back to Hiley, the big tight end that he's hit here a couple times tonight. But credit number 9, Cameron Sturgill, for tipping that one and making it fall incomplete. Brings up a 4th down now. Looks like Nevada's going to punt and Ian Googie in to receive.
Brings up 4th down and 10 to go for Nevada.
Be 4th and 10 from the Nevada 32. 15 seconds left in the third quarter and a false start on Nevada. I seen it. That was the far side over there moved. Going to back them up another 5. Now, Wyatt, do you think they bring them hot, or do you want to get it blocked up and give Ian a chance to return one?
I say we just get it blocked up. I might be surprised if they even let Ian catch it, because a lot of times when you're up, 21 points, and the only way they come back is off a fumble.
Snaps away, kicks high, and they did bring the pressure, but it goes to the Nevada sideline and going to go out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. See where they mark it. Actually going to mark it a little better than that in Lamar's favor, all the way up to the 49-yard line.
I guess we'll take it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the depth of when that thing sailed out of bounds over there, but pretty good field position here for the Lamar Tiger offense. Coach Beshore trying to get a play call in here. He's talking with Joel Beshore and Logan Kish on the sideline about it. Logan Kish checking into the game for Ian Googie. Play clock's running, got to make the play call and get to the line. 15 seconds left, as I mentioned, in the third quarter here. Lamar Tigers up 35-14. 1st and 10 from their own 49. One receiver left, one right. Logan Kish in the backfield with Joel Beshore. Snap to Beshore, goes straight ahead with it. Gets across the 50, driving towards the 45, going to be brought down at the 47. Another high snap there, Wyatt, that Joel I think they were trying to set up something different, but Joel pulled it down and had to go straight ahead with it. That'll bring it into the third quarter. Lamar Tigers lead 35-14 over Nevada. Take a 1 minute break, and be right back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, and the Lamar Tigers are up 35-14 over Nevada to start this fourth quarter. They are in Nevada territory at the 48-yard line. Be 2nd and 7. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Logan Kish lines up in the backfield with Joel Beshore, Trace Wilhite, and Logan Crockett at the wings. A little different look here. Snap to Beshore, going to go straight ahead with it. Gets across the 45. Up to the 41-yard line. Drags a couple tacklers. Actually going to mark him at the 42. Good carry there. All they're doing, Wyatt, is taking that direct snap and making Logan Kish go own the men in the middle.
Yep.
And he did a good job of it there for 2 plays. Bring up 3rd down and 3 now from the Nevada 42. 43. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ian Googie into the game now. Shotgun formation for Beshore. Snap to him, hands off around the left side to Logan Crockett, trying to get outside, gets across the 40, breaks a tackle, tiptoeing the sideline across the 30, up to the 20, breaks another tackle to the 5, dives, touchdown, Lamar Tigers. Good run there by Logan Crockett. You cannot arm tackle that kid.
Not a
he
chance.
will make you pay every single time. That's enough for a Gearheads Garage touchdown. Brings the score 41-14 now. 11-10 left in the game. On for the Carthage Ag extra point. Lamar Tigers are going for 1. A little late substitutions coming in here.
Get some guys some quarters or something.
Looks like Logan is stretching out a cramp on the sideline. All the way in the end zone, and his teammates just drag him off the field. Lamar going to go for 1 here. Jose Juarez to kick it. Refs watching the sideline, trying to get see if Logan can get back to his feet. A little cramp down there. Still working on him. Coach Beshore sends him to the sideline, and we'll take a 30-second break here until they get this one cleaned up. Listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Dalton Parks at 417-682-3042. A winning team takes dedication, motivation, and inspiration to achieve their goals. Parks Mechanical and Excavation want to wish the Tigers and all area teams great success. Parks Mechanical and Excavation takes the same approach with every customer. Services that they specialize in are plumbing, heating and air conditioning, basic and advanced septic tank systems, dump truck service, roll-off dumpster rentals, skid steer service, demolition and backflow preventer installation and certification. Get the job done right. Call Dalton Parks at 417-682-3042.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Now for the extra point. Snaps down, kicks up, and it is good. Lamar Tigers lead 42-14. Now we'll take another 30-second break and be right back. You listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Now that the sun is getting hotter, you need to stay cooler. Shady's Tint and Detail can help you do just that. Auto, residential, or commercial window tinting is a specialty of Shady's. They also do auto glass repair and replacement, plus spray-in bed liners. Stop in and see the new location across from Clements Plumbing and Heating on 12th Street in Lamar. Call 417-392-9200 to schedule your appointment. Stay cooler and protect your investment.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Lamar Tigers lead this 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game over Nevada 42-14. On for the LBT kickoff is Jose Juarez. Logan finally back up on his feet after they got him stretched out. Had a little trouble with that last year, Wyatt, cramping up, but that was a long, hard run, broke a lot of tackles, and you can see the reason for the cramps. It is hot outside, yes. Dynamite drop in by Erno Miller. Jose puts the foot to it. It's up the Lamar sideline, going to hit at the 20. He brings it back to midfield. They're giving chase, hits him at the 20-yard line. He's got a little bit of room to run. He's across the 50, up to the 45, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Nevada. And it was Stedman there just taking his time. Looked like missed a tackle on the kick coverage, and then it was all off to the races. Brings your score to 20-14 now. Jeez.
That just makes us look undisciplined, honestly.
It does. It does. And, you know, you come off of a good drive like that, and then you give one right back to them. You're taking the momentum away, and you're blowing this game out. And you let it 3 touchdowns on 3 great big plays. Nevada going to go for 2 now. Hands off to Sanderson up the middle. He's going to dive for the end zone. See what they get.
They counted.
Yes, and it is good. Brings your score 22, Nevada, Lamar 42. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Explore your career possibilities at Cox Health. As one of Southwest Missouri's choice employers, we keep these traditions alive by continually investing in the technology, resources, and people that make us the region's healthcare leader. If you're ready to explore the possibilities of a Cox Health career, we'd love to meet you. Life-changing careers happen here. Call 417-269-5627 or go to coxhealth.com/careers.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. 80-yard kick return for a touchdown there by Nevada brings the score 22-42, Lamar Tigers' favor. Lamar Tigers back to receive. Now looks like it's going to be Ian Googie and Terrell Davis. Set to kick off for the Nevada Tigers, number 22, Jordan Johnson. Stedman for Nevada is got some serious speed when he gets that motor going. Johnson approaching the football, and this will be an onside kick, and it's recovered well there by the Lamar Tigers. Good hit there by Ty Wilhite, protecting his guy trying to cover it. Nevada was coming in hot to lay a lick on him, and Ty Wilhite come up and blistered the kick coverage guy. Good job there Good job covering it up, and good job by Ty Wellhite laying a lick on the kick coverage team. Didn't even let it touch his guy. Ty.
You feel real good if you're the guy laying on the ball and not getting touched, because that sucks when
Ty's doesn't get on the field very much, but he's got 2 Mother Tuckers hit of the game in the last year, one on defense and then against Reeds for the kick return run. 1st and 10 now from the Nevada 48. Shotgun formation. Hands off up the middle to Austin Wilkerson. He's trying to get outside. He gets to the 45, cuts back, gets across the 40, and going to be brought down there. And there is a flag on the Nevada side.
Is that where they marked it?
They marked it at the 40, but there's a flag back at about the 47. Come from the side judge. Be a hold. Hold on the Lamar Tigers. That'll back them up 10 yards into their own territory. That'll bark them back to the 43-yard line. 43-yard line, Lamar territory now. Jeez. From the spot, 10 yards from the spot, yes.
Brings up first down, about 18 yards to go.
1st and 18. 10:48 left in the game. Lamar Tigers lead 42-22. 20-point lead here for the Lamar Tigers. You feel like the momentum, Wyatt, the whole second half has been on Nevada's side, but it's just 3 big plays, you know. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right. Snap to Beshore. Hands off around the right side to Logan Crockett this time.
Jeez.
Big block by Trace Wilhite at the 45. And Austin Wilkerson gets up to the 49-yard line in Nevada territory. That was a big old hit there. The outside linebacker didn't keep his head on a swivel there, and Trace Wilhite made him pay for it. Bring up a 2nd and 12 now. You got to think that there's a little bit of anger on that Lamar side.
Yeah.
Now with the penalties and stuff, coaching staff and players didn't feel like that that hold was a.
I think they wanted to be off the field by this time.
Sure. 2nd 12, 9:48 left in the game. Shotgun formation, 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with it. Across the 50, up to the 45. Stiff arms the guy at the 40 and going to be spun to the ground at the 36 or 37-yard line. That'll be enough for a Stevens Automotive first down. Good run there by Joel Beshore.
Beshore's up to the Nevada 37-yard line. That's good for Lamar Tiger, first down.
Good run there by Joel Wyatt. Just getting up the middle, nothing special, but we've talked about it over and over each week. Joel can turn on the jets and pick up 15, 20 yards in a hurry. Showed it off there, bring up a 1st and 10 from the Nevada 37. 9:20 now left in the game. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Trace Wilhite in at the wing, Austin Wilkerson at the other. Snap to Beshore, nothing special, straight ahead with it, and he's going to be hit right there at about at the line of scrimmage and brought back maybe a loss of a yard. Trace got that block straight ahead, but the middle linebacker just come through there free and got Beshore in a one-on-one tackle. Bring up a 2nd 11, did mark him off a yard there to the 36.
I'll tell you this, Nate. I think Nevada's defense is a little better than we expected.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have put up a lot of points, but, you know, we've really had to work for them.
Sure. Shotgun formation, 1 receiver right, 1 left. Same personnel. Snap to Beshore, hands off around the left side, reverse to the right to Ian Googie. He's across the 35. He's got some room up to the 30.
Oh, face mask.
Big face mask there, and they're not going to call it. Just about took Googie's head off right in front of the official, and he didn't call it. Good gain there by Ian Googie. Puts him in a 3rd and 2 now from the 29. He had a handful of face masks there.
Had something on the head.
Well, whenever you see that head snap around like that, you got to be looking at something. 3rd and 2 now. 8 minutes left in the game. Going to the heavy set for the Lamar Tigers. Under center's Beshore. Snap to him. Going to keep it himself. Crossing the 30 towards the 25. Dives ahead. Going to be brought down at the 25. Good carry there is enough for another Stevens Automotive first down. Nothing special, just quarterback keeper on the right side and 3 lead blockers. Going right at him now.
That's good for Lamar Tiger, first down.
Bring up 1st and 10 from the 25. Lamar Tigers lead 42-22 here over the Nevada. 7:30 left in the game. Back to the heavy set again. Mike Mills in at the fullback spot. Snap to Beshore. Same play, going to pull up to throw right down the middle, and he's going to overthrow Trace Wilhite. Trace got in behind him again, but Joel that time did overthrow him. Overthrew him and out to the right side. Trace could never find it, but I don't think he could have got caught up with it. That one trying to catch Nevada sleeping there, and they did. Trace got in behind him, just couldn't complete the pass for the touchdown. That'll stop the clock, brings it to 7:17 now. Tiger offense looking for the call from the sideline. Staying in the heavy set. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 25. Beshore back under center. Unbalanced to the right. Right up the middle with Logan Crockett. He's across the 20. Trudging ahead. Gets up to the 15. Breaks a tackle. Runs over a couple more guys and drags 6 Nevada Tigers with him out of bounds. Another good hard run there by Logan Crockett. Enough for a Stevens Automotive first down.
How far do you think that run was?
He took it from the 25, 15-yard gain. You're supposed to be you know I'm not a mathematician.
Well, I just forget to look where you ran from.
Bring up first and, yeah, 15-yard gain down to the 10, 1st and goal from the 10. 7:08 left. They did stop the clock because Crockett went out of bounds. Going back up under center. Snap to Beshore, sweep to the left. Nobody out there. There's a flag in the backfield now. Wilkerson trying to get to the goal line. He's going to come up just short, but the back judge throws a false start penalty on the Lamar Tigers. That'll back them up 15. Tigers were trying to hurry to get the play off before it got down to zeros and got a penalty. And said we started just a little bit early. I didn't see it. 7 minutes now left. Lamar Tigers up 42-22 here in the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. 1st and goal from the 15 now, Wyatt. You got 4 plays to get in the end zone here. Do you chunk one and just stick with the run? Looks like they're
I'd say the first 2 plays you got to run it.
Yeah.
You know, eat the clock up.
Now they will wind the clock. Staying in the heavy set. Unbalanced to the left this time. Beshore under center. Takes the snap. Going to keep it around the right side. Nowhere to go. Going to be hit at the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go. Right back to the line of scrimmage.
You know,
run that to the short side of the field, and you're not unbalanced to that side. So trying to hit them with a quick one with those lead blockers.
And at the same time, we do want to score a touchdown, but at the same time, that's not going to win us. I mean,
Sure.
Obviously, if we do score, it will win us a game, but at the same time, if you take 2 more minutes off
I put
clock,
the nail in the coffin and get in the end zone. That's what I do.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, don't do anything too fancy
Sure.
where you could screw up and a big play happen.
Going shotgun now. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wilhite and Wilkerson at the wing. Beshore takes a snap, going to look to throw. Throws out to the right side to Heckinen. He's going to dive for the end zone. Going to be just shy of it down at the 1-yard line. Be a 3rd and goal now from the 1. Good job by Riley Heckinen, just catching out in the flat and taking it about 14 yards near to the goal line. Just a quick hit and play there. Tigers going to go back to their regular set here from the 1. Not going to the heavy. Terrell Davis going to line up behind Joel Beshore. Logan Kish at the wing now. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with it. Goes to the left side, dives for the end zone, and it will be a Lamar Tiger touchdown. Kind of a lackluster drive there, Wyatt, but the result's the same.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Coach Beshore, I like the play call to Riley Heckinen. You got to get a chunk there, even if he picks up 5 or 7 yards. You know that gets you manageable to get in the end zone. Now for a Gearhead's Garage touchdown there, brings the score 48-22. On for the Carthage Ag extra point is Jose Juarez. Snaps down. Kicks up, and it is wobbly to the left. No good. Lamar Tigers lead 48-22. We'll take a 30-second break. Be right back. Listen to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Do you want real pizza made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery. Dine in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one. Lamar Tigers up 48-22 over the Nevada Tigers here in this Silver Tiger game. Wyatt, kind of been a weird one, but, you know, a lot of penalties on Lamar's side, but we're not helping them out either with letting them hit those big plays for touchdowns. So Nevada never really put together a drive on us. They did get in our territory a few times, and it's been shut down. Hopefully defense have a little better showing here. 5:19 left in the game. Wilkerson to do the LBT kickoff. Puts the foot to it, high kick. Going to hang up there, and they're going to whistle it dead. Flag on the Nevada side. Going to say that Lamar went off sides on the kick.
Lots of flags.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, you look at that scoreboard, you're up 48-22, but it feels sloppier than that.
Very more slot. Well, you know, honestly, 22 sounds about right, but the 48 doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, with all the penalties that come back on big plays for us, just doesn't look right. Was a false start on the kick team, so back them up 5 to the 35 now.
I feel like we're only up a touchdown or two, but sure enough, we're up 3.
Yeah. Wilkerson approaching the football. Squib kick to the Lamar sideline, fielded at the 40-yard line, and the return man just going to go to a knee at the 41-yard line. And Nevada offense coming onto the field, but we'll take a 30-second water break. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Coming out of the water break, Lamar Tigers up 48-22 over Nevada in this 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. 5:19 left in the game, and Nevada offense is coming onto the field. Be an interesting conversation with Coach Beshore after this game, see how he feels about it. Tiger defense needs to put it on ice here. Shotgun formation for Nevada. Sets him down. Snap to him. Going to fake the handoff, rolling out in the flat. He's got a man wide open, complete at the 45 up to the 50. Going to be hit at the 40-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there by Ty Wilhite. Just a back out of the backfield, Wyatt. Nobody had it covered.
So I saw Wilk on the sideline after that play, and he's saying that was on my fault. He was saying that was my fault, guys.
Yeah. Just didn't get lined up for that one, but Nevada getting a chunk there all the way to the Lamar 40. 1st and 10 from there. 5 minutes now left in the game. Going into that broken formation. Johnson in the backfield with Beshore. Beshore sets him down, takes the snap, hands off around the left side to Stedman. And Carson Sturgill gets him on the ground there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of a yard. Excuse me, Cameron Sturgill. Carson's the little brother. Finally got it snuffed out, but I thought he was going to arm tackle Stedman there again, and that just does not work. Brings up 2nd and 10 now. Nevada breaks the huddle, coming out in it. Johnson in the backfield with Beshore. Stedman at the wing. Ball's on the ground. Beshore scrambling around trying to make a throw. Flag in the backfield. He's trying to get rid of it. He ducks the defender, gets across the 50 up to the 45, and going to be pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. There is a flag in the backfield at the 45. Hold on the Nevada Tigers. That'll back them up 10. Just kind of a broken play there. Wyatt missed the snap, and then Beshore had to scramble around and try to make something out of it. He's kind of slippery. We've had our hands on him a few times. Trace had a bead on him, and he ducked right underneath the tackle. Pretty good athlete.
I don't know how many sacks Trace has on the year, but he could have 6 more. You know, he's always right there.
Sure. 10-yard penalty will back him up to the Nevada 45-yard line. Bring up a second. What is that, 30, 20?
Jeez.
25. See? Told you I was good at math. Beshore setting down the offense. Johnson in the backfield with him still. Motion to the right, takes a snap, rolls to the right to pass. Looking to throw, under pressure. Going to tuck it and run, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 43-yard line, actually, is where they mark him out. So a loss on the play there by Cade Beshore. Beshore just nowhere. They had it covered up. Good job by the secondary. Had him covered up there.
I see the ball being thrown this play, no matter what.
Yep. Third and 27 now from the Nevada 42.
Covered or not.
They're going to come out in their normal formation. Well, whenever you can hit one for 65 yards on a run, I don't.
Yeah.
Snap to him. He's going to hand off the middle up to Johnson. He's going to be gobbled up. Gain of 3 or 4 there on the play. Maybe 5 up to the 45-yard line.
Jordan Johnson with the carry. Number 45,
they did.
Tyler Nance.
You know, if you're Nevada trying to get back in this game, there's 3:50 left in it. You're third and 27, and you don't throw it.
Maybe, or give it to 2.
Sure.
You know, if you're going to run it, you might as well give it to your guy.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Sanderson in the game either. Johnson's been back there with Beshore. Beshore sets him down, takes a snap, going to throw. Putting pressure on him. Throws it deep down the Nevada sideline. Ty Wilhite in coverage. He's got it covered up. It's going to go over his head, incomplete. Good coverage there by number 8, Ty Wilhite. That's enough for a USA Mortgage defensive stop. And the JV offense is going to, no, it's going to be the varsity offense stay out on the field.
Jeez. I don't know if I like the varsity offense going out back on with 3:20 left.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be plagued by an injury bug or something here. This second half was definitely a much tougher half for the Lamar Tigers. But you got 3:20 left in the game. Lamar Tigers are up 48-22. Lamar Tigers going to break the huddle. Shotgun formation. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Trace Wilhite and Wilkerson at the backfield. Wilkerson around the right side. Crosses the 45 up to the 40. Going to be hit and spun to the ground at the 39.
Number 34, Logan Marcourt, and number 58, Kenneth Johnson.
See if they go to it here.
For 43, Austin Wilkerson.
Clock's going to keep ticking. That brings it down to 3 minutes. Bring up a 2nd and 5 now from the 39. Or 2nd and 4 from the 39, sorry. Gain of 6 on the play there by Austin. Clock down to 2:45 now. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, none to the left. Logan Kish checks into the game at the wing for Wilkerson. Snap to him, hands off around the right side to Logan Kish, and it's going to be snuffed out, and he's going to be hit in the backfield trying to fight ahead to the 40. And going to be brought down for a loss there on the play. Maybe loss of 3. Back him up to the 41. 42, sorry. 2:15 now left in the game. This one definitely going to be going to go to Lamar here. I don't see Nevada scoring that much in 2 minutes, but still the varsity offense on the field. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Beshore in the shotgun. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Snap to Beshore, straight ahead with it. He's going across. He gets across the 35, up to the 30, cuts back, gets to the 25. Going to be brought down there at the 23-yard line. Good carry there from the 41 up to the 23. 18-yard gain and a Stevens Automotive first down. That should put it on ice.
23-yard line. That's good for Lamar Tiger, first down.
First and 10 now. All the way up to the 24. That's where they actually marked it. Shotgun formation. See if they run a play here. You got 4 downs now. I think you could get in victory formation if you wanted to. 2 receivers to the right. Hands off around the right side to Logan Kish. He's across the 20 up to the 15-yard line, spins, and going to be brought down at the 14. Gain of 10 on the play there by Logan. Brings the clock down to 1:05 now. We will stay right here for the trophy presentation in this 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, and the Lamar Tigers are going to come away with this one, it looks like. Coach Beshore signal and victory formation. 45 seconds left on the clock now. Just taking the clock down. Score is 48-22, and that's what it's going to end up. Pretty good game here for the Lamar Tigers, but be interesting to see what Coach Beshore has to say after it. Definitely some stuff to work on for next week. Players are going to go to the sideline, so that will bring an end to it. Lamar Tigers win this one here 48-22. 48-22. Stick around for the Bull Insurance postgame show. We'll stay right here for just a second, see if they go ahead and do the trophy presentation. See if we can get that on camera for you guys watching at home.
That's your final, ladies and gentlemen. Lamar 40.
Coaches and players congratulating each other. And both teams going to go shake hands. It was a good one. Nevada made that second half definitely interesting. Got some really good football players on that side of the field for sure. What do you think?
No, I thought it was a good game. I thought, honestly, we could have played better, you know.
Sure.
I don't think that was the best Lamar football team we have out there.
Yeah.
I mean, not talking about the personnel,
Sure.
but, you know, just the way we played.
Get a 26-point win, that's always good in anybody's book, but, you know, the way that this thing goes and you want to work on, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's such thing as a perfect football game, but definitely things to work on. That team in maroon and gray right there is coming on.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Coach Beechler has done a good job with them. Like I say, they did not quit. They were down 21 at half, and Coach Beechler went into halftime and lit a fire under those Nevada Tigers. Getting ready now. They're going to meet at midfield here. See what they do. I don't even know. Is the trophy still over there on the table?
It's that cheerleader's.
Okay, Lamar cheerleader has it now at the 35-yard line. Team's going to come together and talk and have a prayer. Always something started a long time ago with the Lamar Tigers, and this is a show of sportsmanship and fellowship that you can have, and they get together like this, especially in a game that's a rivalry game, you know, Wyatt, to meet after something like that. It's always a good showing from both teams.
You know, it just means something that's bigger than football, you know?
Yeah. This one, you know, there was some hype to it. The first half wasn't indicating that. Probably could have been up a little bit better or a little bit more in the first half, if not for the penalties. But, you know, like I say, that second half, definitely some stuff to work on defensively. They hit us for 2 big long runs. I think one was 70 yards and the other one 65, so 135 yards on 2 plays and 2 touchdowns. And then the kick return, of course, by Stedman for a touchdown, 80-yard kick return. Here's the trophy presentation now for you guys watching at home. Blaine giving you that shot down on the field. They're going to present the Lamar Tiger seniors with that Silver Tiger, and it's going to get to stay in Lamar for another year. Just watching them gather around, I don't think they really know what to do with this. Hand it to them and hoist it over your head, boys. That's about it. And there it is. 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Lamar Tigers win at 48-22 over the Nevada Tigers. We'll take a 3-minute break, and be right back with the Bull Insurance postgame. You've been listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
If you're afraid
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated, proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
At Runyon CPA, they're not just your ordinary CPA firm. They're your partners in success. Being a tax CPA isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about going beyond what you expect. At Runyon CPA, they personally handle each client, treating you with honesty and respect. They will provide you with all the options so you can decide how to move forward in growing and managing your farm or small business. Check them out at runyoncpa.com or facebook.com/runyoncpa. Call or text to secure your tax appointment for this coming season right now, 417-682-1592.
When the Tigers take the field, it's all good. It's football season, and everyone at Vintage Chaos wants to wish the Tigers another great season. At Vintage Chaos, you'll find everything from primitives, live edge tables, handmade items created in Missouri, collectible figurines, signs, and pillows, and items are always changing, like new arrivals like Myra bags, and even homemade Lamar Tiger signs and XL football aprons by local artists, and the perfect sign for the season. Vintage Chaos next to...
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offer full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
Now that the sun is getting hotter, you need to stay cooler. Shady's Tint and Detail can help you do just that. Auto, residential, or commercial window tinting is a specialty of Shady's. They also do auto glass repair and replacement, plus spray-in bed liners. Stop in and see the new location across from Clements Plumbing and Heating on 12th Street in Lamar. Call 417-392-9200 to schedule your appointment. Stay cooler and protect your investment.
Every patient, every time. At Vision Solutions, we take pride in providing excellent eye care. Functional and trendy frames, the best in lens technology, specialty clinics for dry eye, macular degeneration, glaucoma, and more. We are sure to have exactly what you need at Vision Solutions.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing you this one here at the close.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why four-state farmers entrust their grain handling to Branch. Like Branch News.
This is the post-game brought to you by Bull Insurance. For your complete insurance evaluation, call Bull Insurance at 417-682-2998. Make sure you have the coverage you need. Wyatt, we had plenty of time to talk about it there after the game and run through it while we were waiting for the trophy presentation. That brings that total now. Lamar honing in on Nevada. Again, any of those history buffs out there, if you know it better, let me know. But the total we have is Lamar 27, Nevada 35 for these meetings and two ties dating back to 1933. So
yeah, I mean, somewhere we could probably be wrong.
Sure. No way. No way. Do you have any Cox Hospital stats for us for the end of the game?
Yeah.
Got a little sketchy in the second half.
Well, no, I have the stats. I just haven't added them up. But so Joel finished with 125 yards rushing on 21 attempts. Logan finished with 112 rushing yards on 8 attempts. Trace ended up with three attempts for 26 yards. Terrell ended up with 3 rushing attempts for 38 yards. And then Austin had 68 yards on 6 attempts. And then Joel ended up with, on 16 passing attempts, 132 yards. Nice. I don't remember the last time we threw the ball 16 times.
Sure.
You know, we were talking about last week that he had 200 yards, 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I wasn't here last week.
Yep.
He had 200 yards passing. And this week he had 16 yards. 16 attempts, which hasn't been done probably for a long time.
Sure.
It's my guess.
And we know that Nevada had at least 135 yards rushing on 2 carries and 2 touchdowns. So, like I say, that Nevada offense is dangerous with Sanderson and Stedman. They're pretty dangerous. So, like I say, lots of stuff to work on. But we talked about it at the first of the game. If ever a time to work on stuff and get ready for the postseason, it's right here, week 4. There was a Silver Tiger on the line. There was a trophy on the line for the Lamar Tigers and Nevada. So I think it built up. It was built up, and Nevada kept it interesting there in the second half. Not a good third quarter for the Lamar Tigers. Offensively, you go back to the penalties that call back on pass plays. Taking 2 big touchdowns off the board. One from Mason Gastel and one from Riley Heckaden.
And you were talking about earlier that no football team's perfect. There's never going to be a perfect game, but what Lamar expects is about perfection.
Sure.
And if we, that's just how it is, and that's how it's been, since we won the first state championship.
Yep.
So if we don't play a perfect game, there's always going to be something to nip at, which isn't fair to the kids. Like I'm not saying that. I went through it. It sucks, but that's what the critics are here for, and
Sure.
So
they and that's how you build a football program. You talk about some teams that they've had some success, but when you're talking about a program, certainly the Lamar Tigers and the Webb City Cardinals, Cassville year in and year out are
look at what's going on.
Yeah, that's for everybody wondering. That's a picture I think that gets taken every game. That's the offensive line. They like to show off the gut power there. So, yeah, there's some crazy bugs coming up.
And some of them are trying to suck in for the ladies.
Yeah. So anyway, that's something fun that the boys get to do with their offensive line coach, and got to take a picture with the Silver Tiger there for it. Let's take a 3-minute break. 3-minute break, and whenever we come back, we'll try to get the post-game coaches interview. You've been listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country. Be right back.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season.
Now that the sun
McDonald's
is
of
getting
Lamar
hotter,
is now
you
under
need
new
to
owners.
stay
Shane
cooler.
and Kara
Shady
Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers. Better way to bank. Member FDIC. Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area students and athletes and would like to wish the Lamar Tigers congratulations and continued success throughout the season. McDonald's of Lamar is now under new owners. Shane and Kara Campbell are proud to be members of the Lamar community. Whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar Tigers.
made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery, dine-in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855.
Carthage Ag Service Seed would like to wish all area teams good luck this season. It takes everyone to make a winning team, from parents, players, coaches, and all involved with the team. Carthage Ag Service Seed, your local Asgrow and DeKalb dealer.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri for the post-game coaches interview. This is the post-game coaches interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Stopping to see what all the buzz is about with mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards, checking, credit cards, and so much more. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Joined now by Coach Thad Lundeen. Coach, you survived another Silver Tiger game.
You gotta quit slamming B-Shore because it says Coach Jared B-Shore, man. That's an insult to him.
Yeah. Yep. So,
man, for me, talk about our kids. Any kid to hit the field right now is 100% spent. Mm-hmm. Between a little bit of sickness that is kind of, come on, in the last day or so. A little cramping going on out there, hot, muggy night. But we survived. We survived the downfalls. Tucker hurting his ankle there early on. That's the thing that makes a true team, in my mind, is surviving the little hiccups, surviving the things that happen in game that there's nothing you can do about, and moving forward with it. And I thought they did a great job. Like I told them down there in the huddle, now it becomes a recovery game. Every team we play coming up is dealing with the same stuff we are. Physical play in the Big 8 Conference. Not a lot of the chuck and duck stuff going on around our area. It's recovery. How fast can we get our fluids back? How fast can we get our calories back, get our rest back? And, the team that is most prepared for Monday's practice has already got a victory for the week. And so, that's in our kids. They can get that stuff done, and we'll take care of them as coaches. We know how much effort. That's one great thing is, we know how much they've put in to get to this point. And I know we got to work with them a little bit. And, we'll have to take care of our kids as we go through the week, but they got to get that back on track and, and then jump into Cassville week.
Sure. There was a lot of ups and downs. That first half seemed like it was owned by you guys. You go in 21-0, probably could have been a 28 or 35-0. Just a couple penalties. But talk about Nevada coming out in that second half and what they did in the second half that maybe knocked you on your guys' heels just a little bit or something.
I think, but we only gave up the 2 plays.
Sure.
And I'm kind of involved in everything, so I didn't have time. We got plenty of guys that are looking at those plays. So while they were on defense working on that, I was working with Jared trying to, figure out where to go with the ball a lot of times. And I think it's just instant where kids got out of position.
Sure.
And with an offense like this, that's going to happen.
Sure.
They get so many kids to the point of attack that if you're not in the perfect position, if you take, for linebackers, for instance, we were having a hard time with that in the first half. We weren't filling downhill quick enough. Mm-hmm. We were taking too many lateral steps. And with the way this offense goes, if we can blow the ball up at the point of attack, there's nothing but lanes behind it. And then our linebackers, we're over top of that a little bit. And so that gives them a little cut back, gives them some lane to run up inside. And, in the second half, those 2 plays on defense, that's just out of position and shows you what their offense can do.
Sure.
Shows you what their offense is going to be capable of already this year, but on down the road what they'll be capable of.
Yeah, and the Stedman kid, he's just a junior, so you see him again next year. He was as advertised. Whenever he got some room, the kid's got some wheels. Took the kickoff to the house. Talk about the kick return.
Man, they were on the field so daggum much.
Sure.
And probably. I want them pumped up for that stuff, so sometimes I get them a little too jarred, probably starting in, and they get so focused on run downfield and hitting somebody that they run out of their lanes. And that's what happened on that kickoff was, they were so gung-ho to get down there, and those kids on that kickoff return team, you know, they started as less physical players 2-3 years ago, and now they're becoming in love with the physicality. And sometimes they're craving the physicality too much, and they're trying to go too hard, and you know they run out of their lane and then don't stack back up like I talked to them about, you know, getting back into your lane and getting upfield, and then that kick kind of takes a while. So you know, when he's got time to run around a little bit in their circle, you just keep getting further out of your lane, and you know that's what happened. And you know, can't fault it anything other than zealous aggression, I think. I don't think anybody was not coached up in that point. But I got a lot of young kids on that group, a lot of, you know, sophomores and juniors, and, you know, they're itching for getting onto the field. And when you get them out there, man, they can get really fired up. And they just got out of their lane and not happy about it in any way, shape, or form. It's just something we go back to work on Monday.
Sure. Yeah, and that's what Wyatt and I was talking about. You know, it's week 4. So, you know, if ever time to fix some stuff, fix it after week 4. You know, if you got stuff to work on, and I know you and I have talked about that. Going to the good side, talking about your the field goal team there, they was all but one.
We got a little bit back on track, and part of that, you know, I mean, we had the game plan for their offense. They don't kick field goals at all. I mean, I thought it was actually kind of. I never saw them attempt a PAT during practice even. But when I walked out, they had balls down there like they were going to practice kicking. I'm like, no, I never saw anybody kick one.
Sure.
You know, so we had, you know, for us, that was kind of our, you know, put it in a couple weeks ago with the kids just in case we needed it. And, you know, basically that puts our entire bone package out there on the field. And it's easy to see what are they going to do. Where are they, you know, and they have a tendency to move, you know, their DN down inside and bring a linebacker up. And so we felt like, you know, if in the pinch we needed to, we could just get into bone or even get in cub, and we could run offensive play. But we didn't need to. And,
sure.
You know, we did a good job, and Austin kicked well. And I will tell you, you know, we've had some struggles with our PATs. But man, if I can ever get Jose on, I mean, he goes down those JV games and just, I mean, it's like automatic on JV nights. And that's a sophomore kid that's never been put in that spot, and he's a very emotional kid. He told me early in the week, you know, he was pretty amped up and nervous about the big crowd that was going to be here tonight. And once we get that calmed down, we can get those things in there and keep some of our main guys off the field some too. And, you know, even on the miss, you know, it was one of those deals. It just head came up quick, and that's, you know, a young kid still working through those things. The more you miss now, the more you're going to make later. I mean, it's not a – it's more of a mental thing right now than it is a physical, because I know he can kick those field goals.
Sure. Well, you know, this is your 4th one, and 4-0 on it. How did you feel about tonight? Did you feel like this one was probably the most electric out of the 4?
It was absolutely the most competitive one, and I told him last Friday night, this is probably, and I'm not a historian, so I'm just going to make credit up, but you know, this may be the first time that both teams were undefeated, you know, and you know, state ranked or getting state votes that the game was played with both teams at that kind of caliber. And I think it lived up to it. I know we came out on top, but, you know, those kids from Nevada, they gave everything they had, you know, and have made great strides since 3rd and 4th grade football. Back in the day when I was around coaching them. Yeah,
they, like I say, that brings the total now since 1933, and I'm not a historian either, but what we found was that brings it to 27 Lamar, 35 Nevada, and 2 ties. So that, you know, we're gaining on them. And like I say, definitely the last 4 years, it's been a little lopsided, but this one here tonight seemed like it was getting back to that, what I remember when I was a kid in the mid-'90s, what a Silver Tiger game looked like, you know.
You know, it was one of the things that Chris hit on, you know, he was here for 10 years, and, you know, that was how it was played back then. I mean, I remember coming to the Silver Tiger game back when I was at Bernal and watching that type of football, and it's gotten to that point, and that's what makes it fun.
Sure.
I mean, it really does. It's not much fun to have a rivalry game that's, you know, a blowout. You know, you want good competitive game where the kids are giving great effort, you know, on all sides of the ball, and, you know, we got that tonight. The fans should not be disappointed with anything they got to see tonight.
Sure. And Wyatt and I usually have an alumni up here. Well, Wyatt was my alumni tonight. We talked. He didn't get to play it his senior year because he was hurt, but he got to play when they first brought that one back in 2018, his junior year, and I think it was 46-6. So he and I kind of talked about that. He said they didn't really know. They knew about it just from their dads and stuff talking about it, but then they come out and it's a blowout, and they said it didn't really feel like you achieved a whole lot.
Really muddy field that night too. I mean, that was a horrible field that night.
So moving on to next week with Cassville, what are you expecting out of Cassville coming into Lamar?
You know, we are everybody's Super Bowl. You know, and that's not arrogance in any way, shape, or form. But we know we're going to get the best, no matter what the scores say rolling across the screen up there. You know, we're going to get everybody's best shot every Friday night, because you got to have those games in your season that you hang your hat on, and every team knows if they can get a great game against us, or if they can get a victory against us, you know, that brings them a lot of credibility. And so, you know, Cassville's going to come out. You know, they're going to do what Cassville does. They're going to run the same. I mean, watching film already this week, you know, it's the same Cassville plays and stuff that we've seen for years. You know, we're going to have to go out and execute against them. A lot of option stuff, a lot of, you know, veer stuff. You know, it'll be interesting to see to me what they may do differently defensively, because against Marshfield and their spread stuff, they were in a lot of 3-4 type looking stuff, which has been kind of uncharacteristic, but it's also probably a good coaching move if that's all you've got. You know, and we made that move, you know, back in the mid 8, 9, 10. You know, we didn't have a lot of defensive lineman type kids. We had all kinds of linebacker type kids, so we had to switch to a 3 front for a little while, and you know, so maybe that's why they're doing it. But it'll be interesting to see, you know, how they change, you know, just from last year to this year against an offense, and go from there.
Sure. Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming up and talking to us. Enjoy that short ride. I know you was looking forward to it last week. Enjoy that short ride to the house from there.
I'm a creature of habit, though.
You got to go back to the house, and you can go back to Lamar.
I do the same thing all the time. And so, yes, I'm driving back to Lamar to unload the bus or trailer and stuff, and I'll probably be back in Vernon County around 11:30.
Sure. Well, that'll work. Coach, thanks for coming up and joining us.
Appreciate you guys.
Yep. Good luck next week with your preparation.
Absolutely.
Take a 1 minute break, and be right back with Coach Beshore. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
Today at 417-682-3797.
Hi, I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage. We are one of the leading mortgage lenders in the state of Missouri, giving us the capabilities to help you out, whether if you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned homeowner. Don't hesitate to contact me for your mortgage financing needs. I can be reached at 417-214-9119. I look forward to hearing from you. Nathan Mayberry, NMLS number 256722, DAS Acquisitions Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS number 227262, Equal Housing Lender. Additional terms and conditions apply. Toll free at 888-250-6522. For license information, go to www.usa-mortgage.com. Go Tigers.
Tiger football isn't just a game, it's a tradition. Everyone at Baldwin Auto Repair wishes the Tigers a safe and successful season. Your second biggest expenditure is usually your vehicle, and when things go wrong, the longer you wait, the worse it can get. Baldwin Auto Repair has the equipment and experience to check your car out before that little thing becomes a big one. They can fix whatever problem your vehicle is having quickly and with rates that are hard to beat. For whatever is ailing your pride and joy, call Zach at Baldwin Auto Repair, 417-681-0848.
When the world around you is going crazy, that's chaos. When you're in a unique store filled with vintage pieces and the ones that will be, that's vintage chaos. Visit Lamar's most unique store on the west side of the square, and you'll agree it is vintage chaos. From vintage antiques and primitives to live edge tables that you will have to see to believe. Vintage Chaos also offers custom window etching as well as window vinyl. Stop in and see everything they have to offer. Vintage Chaos, 1019 Gulf and Lamar. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/vintage chaos.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank and Trust post-game coaches interview. Joined now by head coach Jared Beshore. Coach, thanks for joining us up here. We surely appreciate it. Try to get you out of here pretty quick, but you're 2-0 now in Silver Tiger games, and just kind of run down what you thought of this one here tonight.
It was extremely physical, up and down the field game, obviously, for anybody that watched it. Nevada's a good football team, and I was told you guys that last week. I told you that last year.
Mm-hmm.
They brought back a lot from last year's team that gave us a run for our money, and I knew that this one would be a tough one. They played physical, they played fast, they got us on a few ones, but I thought our kids really showed up and took it to them physically. I thought we still were the more physical team, and despite a few mental errors and some penalties, I thought we played really well.
Sure. And just going into that first half, you come out of the first half, you're up 21-0. But Coach Lundeen and I talked about, Wyatt and I talked about it. Maybe you left a couple touchdowns off the board there in that first half. Go to the penalty that got brought back on Mason. I seen the audible down there on your side, and then Joel checked to it to just a lineman not pick it up.
Yeah, and that's on me. I call a play, and it's tough for the lineman to see me when I make that check, and Joel probably did try to attempt to make it to the guys, but obviously communicate. I mean that's on me. We haven't practiced that call at all. We haven't practiced that audible, so that's on me.
Sure.
Obviously, you hate to see it then go to the house and then get called back, but that's football, and I told these guys we're going to face some adversity tonight. Unfortunately, the yellow flags were our adversity all night. It seemed like.
Yeah, and it was, and like I say. Beautiful call, and Joel throws a good ball, and Mason goes up and gets it and takes it. But like I say, I kind of figured that was the case on that one. And then Riley had another good one. So, the passing yards, you probably if those don't get called back, you're probably rivaling the most passing yards in a single game for Lamar in the last 20 years. So
probably, and it's not intentional. It was just, their defense, they are committed to stopping the run. And it's obvious. They're going to put 8 guys in the box. They're going to shade their safety over to our strength. And, I told you, I was like, we have to take advantage of it. And I thought we did a good job of taking advantage of it. It was just a few calls that didn't go our way, and, that's football. But we were still able to, I thought, gash them with those quick passing calls and a couple of deep ones that we got dialed up. And, Joel did a good job of avoiding in the pocket, I thought, and getting some balls out that, maybe a quarterback that wasn't as mobile wouldn't get out.
Sure. Yeah, I felt like Joel's probably best pass on the night. He's rolling to this sideline over here, and he had the patience enough to get the backside drag with Austin. Yep. I felt like that was one. Is that something that you guys, he just works through a progression, or?
Yeah, we did one of our flood concepts there. You have a short route, a medium route, and a deep route, and they did a good job of taking away the deep and the short, and Joel knows that backside drag's coming through, and he struggled with that ball a lot this summer and even early in the season. We tell him we got to get the shoulders back, got to push the shoulders square so that you can get that ball across your body. It's a tough throw, rolling to your left and your right-handed quarterback. So. Mm-hmm. He did a good job of going through the progression, getting it to Austin, and Austin makes a good catch, makes a good run, and we convert on a 3rd and long there to keep the drive going. So it's maybe if their head coach wouldn't called 2 pass plays before that to put him at 3rd and long.
Sure.
Maybe we would be in a better spot. But they did a good job of executing some plays tonight. They
Sure.
really did.
And just I listened to your pregame interview always with Mike Snow, and how do you feel about the kick team? Felt a little bit better tonight on the extra point.
Much better. And Coach Lundin did a great job of, we kind of made an adjustment where Nevada likes to substitute on their PAT block.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something we picked up. They like to put 2 guys in there that aren't on their first team defense. Mm-hmm. So, he just came up with this Friday night special. It's something we've called Friday night special, where you put your older guys on a special team, but we did it with our field goal team, which is something we haven't done before, at least not since I've been around.
Sure.
And, we still had the same guys out there that we could get in an offensive formation, run a play, but also kick the extra point as well with Joel and Austin. So, we did that. And Joel and Austin, with minimum reps, were able to get the operation down and get it through. And what I was most proud of was when Austin couldn't kick it, Jose went right in there and put a couple through, and that's huge for his confidence.
Sure.
And so we took a big step in that special teams unit, I look for him to just keep getting better and better each week.
Special teams always a big key to anything, because you see a lot of 1-point losses and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I felt like the punt thing. You get Alex out there, and he's backed up into the end zone. Kid's a freshman and puts the foot to it and almost got a muff punt recovery. It would have come back anyway because we had a penalty on that one. But talk about putting a freshman in there and ice water in his veins. He didn't fumble around with it or nothing.
Well, Alex, if there's one thing you know about Alex, he's very cool and collected. He's a confident kid. And as you can tell, he's running down on kickoff. He's doing some other things for us, and just doesn't see himself as a freshman. He sees himself as a football player. So you go out there and play football. And it doesn't matter what age you are.
Sure.
And we got a few kids like that on our team. And that's the mentality you have to have when you're that young, because obviously if you become a mental midget out there, then you're going to make mistakes, whether you have the talent to be out there or not. So very, very happy with his mental state, being able to just step on the varsity field and just do a job, which is real simple. Kick the ball.
Sure.
Yep.
And it worked out good for him. Going to the offensive line side of it, how do you feel like they graded out tonight for you guys?
Well, you have to take into consideration that it's a really good defensive team. And not only do they have really good D linemen, but their linebackers are smart and they're fit. Coach Beachlow does a great job with his linebackers, and they're shooting gaps and their reads are on the money right now. And I thought our guys played well for the most part. We did make some mental errors. I know that there was a play, a few times where we were trying to trap and wham inside, and we couldn't get sprung free because we couldn't get to the backer. Tucker's injury didn't help that. We kind of had to roll Tyson and Rourke in there, some guys that hadn't really played tackle much. It was just a little adversity we had to overcome. And eventually our guys were playing extremely physical. And when we wanted to just go north and south, we were able to do that, which is what I want from those guys anyway. We could have a bad night of coming off on linebackers, making a few mental errors, but if we're still coming off the ball and driving people, that to me is still a passing grade.
Sure. That I know you struggled with it whenever you were in high school with the cramps, and we talked about Logan, it seemed like, for 6 weeks last year in the cramps, but talk about how hard that kid ran tonight. And we did see him cramp up on the one touchdown run, but that looked like a Logan Crockett that I hadn't really seen this year. That stiff arm timing, that kid has the stiff arm. That's the best stiff arm I've ever seen.
He's got a good
one. He times it well.
He's got a good
Talk
one.
about Logan and how he played tonight.
Played really well. Knew what he needed to do, and it really, probably should have gotten more carries in the first half, and it really wasn't a thing where we were trying to save him. It was more of a thing just, hey, picking and choosing play calls that we thought were going to work. Sure. Sometimes you just got to be like, hey, I need to get this guy the ball, no matter if I think it's a play that's, the most efficient play call right now or not. And so we got to the point where we were just doing that, and doing some of our zone stuff with Joel and Logan, kind of with the 1-2 punch. You saw Joel pull it there on the one touchdown run. that's just something we've just recently installed, and Logan's done a really good job of it. Obviously the touchdown run was on that play as well. So he's a hard-nosed runner. He's one of the most talented running backs that I think has ever came through the school, and I truly believe that. Sure. Obviously I got to play with some really good ones. I had some success as well. He's up there, and by the time he's done, he might be one of, if not the best ones we've had. And so he's pretty special, and I hope he understands that, because he's he's done some really good things.
Sure.
And what people don't understand is that, yeah, he did cramp on that one touchdown run, but the fact that he made it through 95% of the football game without cramping it's a success.
On a hot
this is his first time cramping up this year, so that's huge. So when the cold weather starts rolling in, we'll be just fine.
Sure.
I just got to get him through the ball game.
Sure. And that kind of wraps up that game. Going back home, we get 2 weeks at home and started off with Cassville Friday. What do you expect out of Cassville coming into town?
Same old, same stuff. Different year. It's a Cassville team that's well coached. They're a lot younger than they've been. They lost 21 out of 22 starters from last year. Last year's really senior heavy team. And here's the deal. You can look at all those scores and everything, and they might be struggling to some people, but Coach Parnell's going to have his guys ready. They're going to be prepared as they possibly can be. They're going to be physical, and they're going to do the right thing. We're just going to have to overcome that. We're going to have to play more physical. We're going to have to be more tightened up on our discipline, on our blocking schemes, and defensively hitting our gaps and our coverages and all of those types of things. We just got to be kind of sewn up and tightened up on that. But they're going to give us our best punch, and that's what I tell the guys is we have a target on our backs, and we're going to get everyone's best game because we're everyone's Super Bowl right now.
Sure.
If they can beat us, then their season turns completely around. And so we've got to keep that mentality as we're going in week to week.
Sure. And I feel like here week 4, that's what Wyatt and I talk about. It's like there's no such thing. I don't think there's such thing as a perfect game because if you play perfect, then you have nothing to work on, like you've said and Coach Lundeen said. So definitely some stuff here to work on, and it is just week 4. So
absolutely,
everybody watching this game, including myself and Wyatt and everybody doing the live stream, it's week 4, and I feel like that you guys are on a pretty good track, and we're definitely proud of you. I can speak for a lot of people. You guys are playing some good football right now. Yep. Sharpen it up, and it's going to be a thing of beauty.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate that.
All right.
We'll do our best.
All right. Thanks, Coach, for joining us. We always appreciate it. Have a safe trip home and a good week preparation next week for Cassville.
Thank you guys very much.
Yep. Take a 1-minute break. 1-minute break and be right back to close. You're listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Show your school spirit every time you pull out your wallet. Get a School Pride debit card from Lamar Bank and Trust. Whether you're a Lamar Tiger, a Golden City Eagle, or a Liberal Bulldog, we can print your team colors right on your card. Every time you complete a signature-based transaction, LBT will give 5 cents back to your school. May not sound like much, but over a year, it sure adds up. Stop by or visit lbt.com to learn more. LBT, a better way to bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Nevada, Missouri. Nate Eady and Wyatt Hall bringing this one to you. Getting ready to close it out here for the Bull postgame. Wyatt, 2 good interviews there with 2 good coaches and really, a good game. Like I say, nitpicking or whatever you want to do with the penalties, but at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is wins and losses, and then Lamar Tigers get another win here in the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game. Next year coming back, I look for it to be just as good as this one, maybe even better, because if you look up on that, I was looking during the break, Stedman, Beshore, and Sanderson, the 3 guys that put in a lot of work for Nevada, are all juniors.
Yeah.
So that's one, that we can look forward to next year, but that focus will be next year. Now we move on to Cassville.
And like you were saying to Coach Beshore, this is week 4.
Sure.
So there's so much time to improve. Week by week, you're going to get better.
Yep.
I mean, you're not going to stay the same. This team's never stayed the same in any of the years. And so, they're going to work for it.
Sure.
So, we can only improve, so we have that going for us.
Right. And that's, I've had the conversation with tons of people. Would you rather have a Silver Tiger
Or a state championship.
Or a state championship. Would you rather have a Big 8 title or a state championship?
And,
that's what
some of those geezers might say. Silver Tiger.
Yeah, I don't know. That but that's what every team's working for. And that's what makes this so much fun is you're getting to play for something here in the middle of the season, and but that's what everybody's looking forward to, and everybody's ultimate goal is to win a state championship. And so, I think. I truly think that this team is going to be pretty special. They sharpen on a few things, and they're going to be fire.
And, I just looking down the schedule, I don't know too many teams that can beat us, if we play our best ball and they play their best ball.
Sure.
I think this was one of the mottos one year, and I don't think – it's not this year's. But I'm not even sure what the team motto is this year. I don't know if they still do that, but we had a saying, it was you versus you, The only person that can stop yourself is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I kind of think when I look at this team. I don't think anyone else can stop them, but they can stop themselves if they, shoot themselves in the foot.
Talent galore, and I've said it tons of times. I would hate to be a defensive coordinator on the other side of that because I don't know who you game plan for with the talent that they have in the backfield. And do not take anything away from this offensive line. Every year we talk about the offensive line coming in and changing, and they always seem to do a good job. That takes time with an offensive line. Guys that haven't been working together, you have a guy like Tucker Torbeck that was a starter last year, and the rest of them are virtually and Jake Paladna. Takes time for that mesh and everybody knowing where they're going to be and the timing of it.
Here's the deal: a lot of like you were saying, it takes time, but especially for this group because a lot of them are new upcoming starting linemen.
Sure.
So they're only getting, like Mike Mills, he plays a little both ways, He's only going to get better by the end of the year. So
I guarantee that when we went for it, we went for it on fourth down there right at the start of the game. I guarantee Mike Mills is not going to forget getting stopped on that fourth down, and that's only going to drive that kid. And what a wonderful time to do it here, like I said, in week 4.
And just another thing that I love about this team is we have depth. We're not one. If one person gets hurt, we're not gonna just start losing ball games.
Sure.
We're not that type of team. We have 2 or 3 guys at each position who can come in and play varsity level football. So
sure. Yep, fun night, and again, like I say, like to thank all the sponsors that sponsor the radio and the video. Like to thank Michael Moyer and Blaine Shaw and Erno Miller doing that, and Jack back at the station. Man, I appreciate you sticking with us on these deals. We love having you and love having you help us. Couldn't do it without you either. So, like I say, fun night here in the 64th meeting of the Silver Tiger game, and the good guys come out on top, and the Oscar gets to stay in Lamar. So, like I say, fun night. Get to start a 2-week stint at home with Cassville next Friday. Hope everybody's there. Loud and proud. We'll catch you there. Everybody have a safe night and a good weekend. Been listening to 101.7 KHST, My Country.